Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. Well, I don't really know what we're going to do today. I haven't figured that out. So if you guys get ideas, let's talk about some fun stuff. We all know that next week, me and Noodles are going to be going to New York City. I don't know if Sunshot Warrior's going with us or not, but we do know me and Noodles are going, which is a good thing. Some things in New York City I do want to see. First of all, we're supposed to try to arrange to go see Kamina's studio. And Noodles never gave me the email address to reach the guy to be on the show. So I don't have any way to reach this guy Kamina. So I don't know, other than the website, which did not have an email contact address on it. But even so, next week is going to be a nice weekend. It looks very promising for Saturday. And that's a good thing. So we're going to be going out there and we're going to have a little fun. It might be a day trip. I am giving Noodles $40 for gasoline so that we would be able to get out there and do a day trip.
Oh, yeah!
Or at least as many gallons of gasoline as I can stuff in this tank anyway. Oh, so we'll have the resources that you can't say that I'm not putting something towards the trip. We had, like I said, we had a long discussion this morning. I didn't check on the news today because people have said to me is you don't have much of a news voice. You're not as refined or cultured like, say, Dan Rather or Walter Cronkite, or even Connie Chung. But that's okay. I'm a kind of person that has got skills in many areas, and we've tried to cover a lot of different areas on the show, so, that's what we do. Did you put all the links out everywhere? Yes, I did. Okay. So I went to Cumbies today. I had a Diet Coke. I got my rice cooking in my rice cooker. It's technically done. It's on warm. And so I'll probably make some rice with some raw broccoli and carrots tonight for dinner. And so that's what we're going to have for tonight for dinner. Because it's quick, it's easy, it doesn't take a lot of time to make it. And there's questions about if there's going to be a stimulus check. We're starting to hear about it. We're also hearing about questions about how much, if there's going to be a lower cost of living adjustment from Social Security. I don't know how much it's going to be because we need to get the numbers for this consumer price index for the months of July, August, and September are the numbers that are used to calculate the cost of living increase for Social Security and the food stamps. So until those 3 months. Everything right now is all guesses. Thank you very much for the follow. I really do appreciate it very much. Every so often, the computer doesn't always give me the little thank you or the kitty follow. I don't know why that is, but I do appreciate when people follow the channels. And Kick is getting a lot of followers. So for those who didn't hear it, there's your follow for you. And let's get to this chat over here. I keep forgetting about that button. Yeah. I think you're doing pretty good for the channel. For the most part. Yeah. But I do notice that some people don't realize that because I am so multifaceted, the first question is, what do we cover? Let me explain. Some people start a YouTube channel. They have a particular focus. They like, for example, talk about their cars. They talk about their computers. They talk about their needlepoint. They talk about their renovation work they're doing in the house. They talk about their reading and literary skills. They talk about news articles. They talk about retro commercials. They talk about the collections. Well, I got a lot of all that stuff. The problem is, which one? I don't want to bore everybody to death with the same things over and over. How you doing, Dabs? Welcome to the show. By the way, we did get the movie you wanted, Rain Man, and the other movies that you recommended are in the process of downloading. We also have Monsters vs. Aliens for the 2 movies. So we have 2 movies, Rain Man and Monsters vs. Aliens. So that's what we get coming up for Tuesday. The problem is some of the movies don't have closed captions, and that is like very, very frustrating. Okay, but that's something we can try to download, some of those closed captions files. Right, and that one is downloading also. But I had to pause it because we are doing our video right now, but Monsters vs. Aliens. Yes, it's a movie that is more like for a family movie, but I figure we can put one in there. Well, let's get picking the city up there. We might. But right now, I got 2 movies downloading. Kimu is one, and there's another movie which I will look it up for you in a little bit. So let's take a quick look and see what movies are in the process of downloading right now. So let me just read them to you. Okay, so these are the titles of the movies we have currently in our downloads folder. Okay, so from the top, these are the ones that are still in our file here. Big Stan, Bill and Ted's Face the Music, Bruce Almighty, those we've already shown. Okay. This next one, let's go scroll down here. Ernest Goes to Jail. We've seen that one. Harold and Kumar Go to White House. We saw that one. Kimu is in the process of downloading. Where's Rusty Cat drinking coffee? That's a picture. I know that. Okay. Monsters versus Aliens, Mr. Bean's Holiday, Rain Man, Sonic the Hedgehog 1, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, The Odd Couple 2, what else we have here? Weird Science. And I am downloading They Live, but for some reason that's taking its sweet time getting down there. But I do have to get it's some guy named Essie has the They Live. Okay, Essie Livono, They Live AC3 file. Downloaded 2.38 gigabytes of that already. So we have some movies coming for Tuesday. We are watching Rain Man. That's the one that we're putting on along with the Monsters and Aliens. We'll put Monsters and Aliens on first. Because I think some people will like that one first. Chemo is in the process of downloading as well. So, Tropic Thunder release reference. No, if I was an MKV, yeah, with Handbrake, yeah, can you extract the SRT file? I don't know. Maybe I can. Yeah, that would be good. So we'll definitely be watching that movie. I also was looking for some other movies that I thought might be more interesting for example, Hear No Evil, See No Evil, which I kind of interested in finding that one. I didn't look it up today, but Hear No Evil, See No Evil is about two guys that experience a murder or witness to a murder. One is totally deaf and one is totally blind. That one would be very interesting for. Okay, yes, Napoleon Dynamite. I did see that. That I also might be downloading that too. So, for maybe next week, we're gonna be downloading movies for this week, next week, and the week after that. So we got a lot of movies to come in. Yes. Which one is with the blind golfer? Oh, the '80s movie. There was a blind golfer. And then of course there's also the blind well, it's not a blind golfer, but it was a hockey player that became a golfer. I don't remember what the name of that movie is. Does anyone remember that name of the movie? The golf of the hockey player that leaves hockey and becomes a golfer. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's I just had it. Happy Gilmore. Okay, thank you very much. I was thinking of another name. Yes, Happy Gilmore. I want to get that one again because that's kind of a fun movie. It definitely is something I think is quite laughable. Talk about the experience on the PGA Tour was hilariously funny. What about the movie called What About Ed? Oh, What About Ed? Kind of also about kind of a strange guy. And then, of course, there is, yeah. And then there's also a movie called The Big Chill. There's a Big Chills in the movie. It's kind of a thriller, though. It's still a pretty good movie, though. Especially when it gets to be really hot, you're going to be wanting to watch The Big Chill. I don't think that's next. What is the Lewinsky about? The big Ludowski or Lewinsky guy about? I forgot that movie, but there was another movie. I was at a Trump rally, and what did you think about it, Noodles? How did it go? MOD is the link. MOD. MOD is the link. All hailing frequencies are open, Noodles, if you want to come on up. MOD is the link. If you want to talk about your experience, that would be awesome to talk about. Let's see if the panel works. Oh, yes. Shall we look around and... Woo! Space effect. Wow. Yeah. But the panel's open now. Big Lebowski. Right. What is that about? I forgot what that was about. I'm going to get that one. But we'll try to get some more movies. You know, I am never said I would never try. The reason why I held off on the movies was because I didn't really know if they really were doing well. People were watching them. But Kick, you know, actually, I discovered something interesting with Kick. I notice now that they're actually trying to help you by filling in the categories for your show. So, like this channel, this one automatically goes in the chat. When we have Silver Moon Radio, they change the music, which is good, because that means it makes one less step for me. Probably. Bowling, Vietnam, Kidnapping, and a Rug. That's a movie? I want some fantasy movies too. I did find one that looked interesting in the IMDb database, something called Silver Moon. But it's not about Silver Moon as we know it, but it's about alternative environment. Well, that's cool. But Noodles, if you want to talk about your experience at the Trump rally, come on up, because how big was it? How many people were there? Did you get a chance to listen to Trump talk? What was the environment like? How many people were there? Because I'd like to go to one of them. Is there a Trump rally next weekend? He live streamed it. Well, I didn't get a chance to watch it yet, so if he wants to talk about it, I would love to hear about it. Michelle is so jealous. Yeah, because I would like to have gone to a Trump rally. I mean, after all, there was over 100,000 people at Wildwood. I mean, they packed it in like sardines. I don't know where the rally was, but if it's anything like Wildwood, this guy is going to be doing very well in swing states. Did he tell the snake story? No. I don't know what the snake said. Oh, speaking of snake, the game Snake. Nokia has re-released an update to the original Nokia 3210 feature phone. Except it has a color LED display on it. But like the original, it has a removable battery. It is 4G. And it is the same form factor as the original Nokia phone that was originally 2G. And so, the guy that reviewed it actually said he remembered the original Nokia 3210 because he had one when he was about, 24 years ago. And he said that he was kind of surprised to see how the Nokia 3210, for the most part, is very similar to the original. Just a bunch of people gathering and shouting Trump. Yes, he did. I believe he wouldn't interview them. Right, so Trump himself probably wasn't there, although Trump was probably sitting in the New York courthouse again. But I think Trump, this is my opinion, I do believe that the Democrats, and I do agree with one person who said this, that the Democrats may have no choice but to find a replacement for Biden. Because if they put Biden on the ticket, he's a guaranteed lose. Yeah. But, like I said, this weekend coming up, is gonna be very Quiznos, very mid-toasty, about 80 something degrees, 27, 29, 2 days. Yeah. So it's gonna warm up. Yeah. And then my air conditioning bill is gonna be warming up too, unfortunately enough, because you know how that is. I'm going to try to keep the air conditioner off as long as I can because I really seriously cannot afford to keep giving the electric company even more money. Usage, we've dropped a lot since we got this mini computer, Mac Mini. I think that's a great thing. That's one thing that some people don't realize, that thanks to the fact that everything's being put over onto the internet and the cloud, there really is no reason to buy a super powerful computer anymore. After all, your computer is being used more like a thin client these days. A Trump bracelet and a button would be great. Yep. Like Jean-Luc Picard would say, make it so, number one.
Oh, yeah!
Let's get one. Well, I'm sure I can get one from the Trump campaign itself. But it's the energy. I would love to have gone to Wildwood. 100,000 people in Wildwood, New Jersey. That would have been so fantastically awesome. Yep, it would be. Well, maybe I can. I wonder if there's a Trump headquarters in New York City. I don't know, Loom, but we sure can check it out when we get a chance to go down there this next weekend. Probably not. But then again, there we get to the question about, like I said earlier, is would I be comfortable in such a large crowd? Normally, no. But would I like to meet Trump in person? Yes, I would love to meet him in person, but would I be able to get there and go shake his hands at the end of the Trump crowd? Probably not, because never mind the Secret Service, there's 100,000 people impacted in Wildwood, New Jersey. There just would have been no way to get in there and actually shake his hand. First of all, by the time I got to me, his hands would be bloody stumps. Yeah, I believe you. So Kamina's link, I still need it, Noodles, for Kamina. You gotta give me his link. You gotta give me his email. I still need that. I can't do anything without that. I still need to reach out to him. But if you want to come up, this applies to anybody. All hailing frequencies are open. The link is MOD. We can definitely try to talk about fun stuff. We could talk about noodles. We could talk about seasons. We could talk about Slingshot Warrior. Molasses Cookies panel is now where I'm live. She sent me a link to her Discord. I put the link for my show in her Discord. So maybe she'll make it up here today too. I don't know. We have 2 watchers on Kick right now. Congratulations to the 2 watchers on Kick. I really do appreciate you being over there. The Silver Moon Radio's tomorrow. Yes, it is. We gotta put all the records away and sort through them and stuff, and play the 2 new albums from the Doors and the Eagles, and of course, add some other new music. Yes, I'm not surprised. I'm only hoping that it's gonna go fine for her in her Discord. And I got a very nice email this morning from a viewer that reached out to me about Carmen and Lumi, which I don't know if they want me to bring it up here and discuss it on panel, but let's just say he's very much appreciative of what we talked about this morning. He said to me, he says, I didn't really know much about your disabilities, and I didn't know much about how important the people you work with are to you. And so, again, to the individual that sent me email, I want to say thank you to you for taking the time to reach out to me. One of the things people have said to me often is Michelle, do you ever say thank you to the people that you reach out to? I'm trying to do my best to do that.
Oh, yeah!
And sometimes I forget. I do. I'm, we're still going to be working on the character for the virtual tour. Yes, we are working on that. Could someone give me? I gotta look, figure out. Most thing I notice about most of the characters of virtual tubers is they're based on anime, and I never see too many anime characters that are older women or older men, for that matter. I see mostly as teenagers or young adults. So for me, I'm trying to figure out in the anime is how do you establish an older VTuber character. I haven't yet figured that out yet. Well, it's a good point. I mean, Japan likes the youth concept on anime, and you don't see older characters. No. Tiger King says he'll be back in 15 minutes. Okay. And so that's a good question. How do you determine what an older anime VTuber would look like? I mean, obviously you have wrinkles. You have I don't mean you don't want to look like dog food. I mean, how do you decide what an older VTuber is going to look like? I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what an older VTuber would look like. By the way, while Botrix will continue to say that, we did actually put out a link for the Discord. But by default, Botrix doesn't share it. This is it right here. Only mods and above can post it. So if you want to come onto the Discord, we just ask one thing, please. Here's the link to Discord. Please only share with people you know and trust. So if you want to come onto the Discord, that's absolutely fine. But please do understand that it is... we have tried to open open link a couple times with mixed results. And we do want to grow the Discord. But we do not want to see the Discord turn into a disaster area. Okay, so also please put a like in the Likeinator too, because we're trying to grow the channel. I've heard that when you put likes in the Likeinator, it helps YouTube to decide to share your content. I don't know if that's true, but it would be nice. Because also, some people got mad when we said, please share the content. And we're not trying to be mean when we say that. The reason I say that, and me and Michelle said this, is we don't know everybody. We don't know everybody's channel. We don't know everybody that watches the show. We don't know who your friends are. We don't know who your family is. We don't know anything about your communities. It would be wonderful if you can share it, because if you're watching the show, if you feel there's certain people that would benefit from it, send them on over.
Oh, yeah!
Because we put a lot of work into what we do. Maybe we're just a big fat fuck sitting in a chair. But at least you can say Michelle is dedicated to what she does do. Yeah.
Oh, yeah!
And we all know that this Michelle is not just a one-trick fat fuck sitting in a seat. She's got a lot of things. She's got a lot of ideas. It's true, she hasn't done everything, but this is a variety channel. Let's discuss the things that Michelle's been doing on this channel, and because she is a variety channel. Number one, you have the morning show.
Oh, yeah!
You have World of Warcraft.
Oh, yeah!
On Kick, you got Silver Moon Radio.
Oh, yeah!
On Kick, you got the Silver Moon Drive-In Movie Theater.
Oh, yeah!
You get the night show, which is on both. Yep.
Oh yeah!
How much more can you expect? Why don't you get the damn violin and then try to learn to play that, and then they can listen to you squeaks and squonks and hear you basically cuss and swear.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, you would like that, wouldn't you? Nobody's holding on a contest, Fred. The violin has been on Michelle's wish list for now since at least 2018. It has been, and it's never been bought. Because we just didn't have the money to buy it. We don't have it on the wish list because, well, maybe we should put it back on the wish list so that people that do want to make it happen would know where to find the violin in the first place. What if somebody has an old violin they want to send us? Would you accept a used one? Sure. If it's in reasonably good shape and then the sound post hasn't fallen. Yeah, a sound post. I don't know if anybody knows how a violin is assembled, but there's a thing called a sound post. And if that falls, that is also not only it connects the sound resonance of the top of the violin, but it also provides some ability to protect the violin from imploding upon itself. If you don't know what we're talking about, we'll make it simple. A violin, there's a lot of tension. Those strings are under a lot of tension. And if the sound post falls, not only are you likely to cause the violin to not sound very good, but it will actually shatter under its own weight of the tension of the strings. In that case, your violin has now become instant garbage. If that happens. Yeah, if you split the top of the violin, it's done. That's one of the reasons why Michelle was just asking for buying an inexpensive student-grade violin, because she realizes maybe one day she might decide to use it as a tennis racket if she gets really sick of it. It's a possibility. Maybe Michelle might be just as bad as Macro when she's trying to play the violin and decide to smash the sucker. I tend to treat my stuff a little better than that. Yeah, so in that case, it probably will be shoved in the corner and never see the light of day. Well, you never know. We'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what happens. See what happens. And, reviews of products and demonstrations of items. Sarah Grace gave a suggestion on her channel, which Michelle does want to try. What is it? She suggested writing to the different companies and ask if they could send you some free stuff. Now, Sarah Grace is a huge influencer on YouTube, and she's got a lot of followers. And so she asked the companies for free stuff, because they know in the long run that she'd be reviewing the products. She got some nice stuff. I wonder what would happen if I contact Crossley and ask them if they could consider sending us some free stuff to review. Like turntables, radios. Or how about Elgato Stream Deck, and see if they might want to send us some of the new microphones and the lights or something like that. Or another 15-button Stream Deck. Would a 15-button Stream Deck work on a Power Mac G5? I have no idea if they even have a driver for the Power Mac G5. But I do admit, it would be interesting. Yeah. Also, for those of you guys who are interested in the question about the new computer trends, you want to talk about that real quick? Yes. The newest computer trends, as I said earlier, is to have thin clients type machines, such as little micro PCs, like the Intel versions of the Mac Minis. Little tiny boxes, kind of like this size here. This is not a box, this is a record cleaning brush, but they have computers just like this in the Intel line, computers that have your basic USB port, Ethernet, wireless on them, and they can go for a variety of prices. And they become extremely popular for home computer use. And the reason is because they're small, they don't take a lot of room. They also sip electricity like fine wine. And they're fast enough for everyday use. Yeah. And now with how everybody is now going with the ARM processor, including Intel, and so there's now a market now for more ARM-based programs. So one Apple influencer said, and I do not disagree with his statement. He said, "For the love of Pete, do not buy a used Intel Mac unless you really got a specific use for it. Because Apple has sunsetted the Intel Macs. It would be absolutely foolhardy to buy one unless you have a very specific application." I'm going to ignore you. Brian, cut it out, okay? Two 3-month-old kittens just battle each other for my enjoyment at the pet store. Yeah, the kittens are play fighting each other. I wouldn't mind getting another cat for Rusty. Rusty is kind of like the old man, and grumpy old man. Is he like the blonde or the dark haired one? Rusty kind of reminds me of the guy that's played by what's his name, Malcolm Matthau. He's like, oh, great, you're gonna make love to fish bait. Oh, wonderful. I'm gonna go. Don't worry, you took the guts of your super zenith out of your TV. I'm an electronics technician. I could put it back together for you. And of course, the woman that the other guy marries, says, "No, it works fine as it is." He says, "I don't know if she can watch TV when she can't see no shows." Well, wait. Yeah. Yeah, Rusty does both. He goes inside and outside. Nighttime, he stays in, and he uses the cat box, but most of the time, that's why he goes out in the morning, because that's when he does his business. He alternates between the two. And that's important because, it's also important not only for keeping the house clean, but also because he likes to go out and get some fun with, exploring, hunting, and playing with birds and mice, and enjoys the fresh air just like I do. You might not think I do, but I do. I like going out once in a while. I think it's a great thing that we are, establishing new crowds. Right now, it's very quiet tonight. Did you announce the show everywhere? I did. Okay. So then, obviously, it is 7 o'clock. So obviously, there are other people watching other channels right now. Yeah, I agree with, like I said, though, about the cat box thing. I don't disagree. I just bought 2 more bags of cat litter. So we have 3 bags of cat litter. So we're all set with that. And we got food and stuff like that. That's what cats do. And the house cat is kind of like the apex hunter. They enjoy the sport of the hunt. That's their instinct. But the only sad truth is, depending on the area you live in, the same cat could also become prey for wolves and foxes too, and coyotes. So it's kind of sad, but it's reality. She's not going to attack you. And by the way, we finally found the new night elf community. What did I do? I took a ship. Because obviously, I'm still trying to find the flight master. I really am. I'm walking all over the city, trying to pick up quests as I go, trying to find, because it seems the map for the new high elf community is very, very. Yeah, I think he does. I haven't exactly seen him go ahead and eat in front of me. But speaking of the cat, he's right here. He's coming. Let's go outside now. But let's get us on camera right now. Yep. How you doing, Rest? Huh? Going out? Gonna be going out? Outside? Not sure yet. Yeah, there he is. He's just checking things out. I think he wants to go out now. Let me go let him out real quick. 1 minute. Yeah, he wants to go out. Your rice is done. I know it's at 1. Okay. Okay. So, like I said, all hailing frequencies are open, Captain. So, you guys can come on up. I don't know. I don't know who Rusty's mother cat is. Well, why don't you put on your dancing shoes and have a little fun? That's what Carmen wanted people to do. No, the Fluffy was not Rusty's mother. She was fixed before Rusty was even born. I don't know. He was just. I don't know anything about his parents. I just know that Dory brought him to me, and Rusty had take a liking to me when Dory brought him to me. Right now, we're not even talking about that, Brian. I still think it was really cool that you found the how to get to the high elf community. I'm still trying to find the flight master though. I found one flight master, a dragon flight master, but unfortunately, apparently he was not compatible for me for some reason, so I couldn't do anything. I said it's okay. Dragonflight master is usually for the horde. Yeah. So how does that work? Why would the high elves in Alliance territory have a dragonflight master? But doesn't work with the Alliance. One thing I could think of is for another group. Okay, Tiger Kitty wants to come up now. 1 minute, please. Find the cursor. I got it. Admit one. Good evening. How you doing?
Evening. Doing very good, thanks.
No, I am not Brian K.
Would you like to discuss this? Brian and Red really want Carmen gone. I'm indifferent. I mean, if she's here to stay, I don't really think you should get any more people in.
Well, I'm not going to be taking on more people. Like I said before, I mean, Carmen's like the friend that comes by and visits you like Krista is. Krista doesn't live with me. And Carmen doesn't live with me either, or Michelle either. It just visits us. Yeah.
Right. Well, to make them happy, would you be happy if she didn't visit publicly?
They don't think they're happy about anything I do publicly, honestly. I mean, I've listened
Do you think Brian and Red are very miserable?
I don't know anything about Brian being miserable or Red being miserable. I can't say. I'm not them. I don't know anything about their backgrounds. I've learned one thing: don't judge anyone because you don't know because you're not in their footwear. Once you get
I mean, I think you're not hurting anybody, so.
No, we're not hurting anybody.
I think here's the thing. I think we all accept Lumi. We all accept Lumi's part of you. It always has been. I think it's because she's new and she's come from nowhere. And it's like imposter. You know, we know Lumi, but
yeah. Yeah, we know Lumi because you guys had known Lumi since the very beginning, pretty much. Yeah. So people often want me to get rid of me too, for some reason.
Well, I haven't heard anyone tell you to get rid of Lumi. But I'm just saying, I think that's what the problem is. It's like people are like shocked, like, hang on a minute, now there's Carmen. I hope that, is there any more going to be coming out? I think people are worried that you're not in the real world enough.
Well, I mean, Michelle's in the real world. The problem is I think because of her disabilities and her social phobias that, she's kind of isolated. I'll be honest with that. I agree. I think the Michelle, part of her wants to be part of the world more. Yep. But with her hearing loss and her social concerns.
I did look this up though, Brian, and it's very normal for people with Michelle's conditions, it's very normal.
It is very normal. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not something. Yeah, well,
at least
hi George.
let me agree.
Well, now we've got Carmen Miranda. Lumi also, but now Carmen Miranda is kind of joined the team.
Yeah, that depends. She's part of the team, but she has her own home. She doesn't need. She's not married to Michelle. She's just a friend, and that's the big difference. You know.
See, I look at it as you use Lumi as a coping mechanism. She helps you cope.
Oh no, I'm married to Lumi. That's a little different.
yeah. But together, like you
together we're a dynamic team.
Through life. Because I don't.
But unfortunately, I could not help Michelle with her physical injury because I have never experienced it until we were laid up in bed and we couldn't even physically do anything. And that was when Michelle wanted so bad to get back on her feet that I need to ask Mother God for advice and find somebody who has understanding of what it is like to become a lame person, to become, hobbled by a disability like that, physical disability like that. When I came working with Michelle, because I originally was her spirit guide and her twin flame, I already had knowledge of what Michelle's life was like because Michelle and I have worked with other people in the past with visual impairments, but we never had worked with a person that had physical impairment like this. And so there was...
You're hardly crippled, Michelle. You can get about.
I can get about, but at the time I felt it was over, if that makes sense.
Oh, when you just done your knee, yeah, because you probably couldn't get around much then.
I couldn't get a gun as good at all. I mean, even just to go from my bedroom to the bathroom was difficult.
Right.
And at the time, Patty was trying to tell me that I need to go into a rest home and sacrifice my freedoms, and that I would never be allowed to leave the rest home ever again. And that was...
where do you get these ideas from? That's not what had happened. You'd go into a rehabilitation centre where they'd work on your leg after the op to bend it, keep bending it, exercising it, so to get you strength so that you can do it on your own eventually.
Right. And that's what we've been doing on our own. That's what we've been doing on our own. But what Patty was telling us, and she said this, and the orthopedic doctor said something similar as well. He said, normally with a situation like yours, what would happen is you would be for a few months in a care facility while you recover from the surgery and the patella is fixed. Okay? Yeah. And then you'll go through rehab, where you would go through, do exercises. But Patty made it sound like they wanted to lock Michelle up and throw away the key.
Well, that's not what they do. They want you out as quick as possible. They want to get your leg moving. Because if you just have an operation and you don't use it, it's going to seize up. It's very important to do the rehab.
Absolutely. That's why we keep walking on it. Michelle doesn't just sit around eating bonbons every day. I'll tell you that. She certainly brings down the garbage. She goes out there, gets the mail. She walks to Cumberland Farm. She walks to CVS. She walks to with Chris around the grocery store. She does not necessarily always depend on the walker as long as it's on a flat surface. Michelle has been known to walk quite a ways around without the walker. But on Main Street...
Now, I'm going to say something here. Brian, and I love you to death. That really worries her when you say things like that. Like one of her biggest fears is being locked up in a like a nut home or something. She wants to be independent, so...
I want to remain independent. Absolutely. But Patty scared me so much that That's why
she doesn't want to get seniors housing or anything like that. She's scared to death someone's going to be looking over her shoulder. if
I
you
feel like
notice
I'd be
anything
giving up my
involved with the
independence, and I don't
government,
want to do
he
that.
doesn't want nothing to do with it. All right, watch the video he posted in the women's group. Can we watch it, all of us, Dabs, or is it for me?
Okay, Dabs, I don't know which movie video. I'll have to look back and look at it myself. I did see some movies in the women's group.
I don't think it's a movie. It's okay. It's in the.
I'll find it.
Well, it's right there. You can see it. He's just posted it. It's in the beautiful women's group.
Okay.
But I don't think we're allowed to play those. There's somebody else's video.
Okay. So what would you say about Brian's statement there? The last one.
If she falls into illusion, she is. I can't read the whole sentences ever because that heart's always in the way. You know that.
Yeah, the heart's the problem. The heart's always in the way.
That thing. So I have to wait till someone else types and it
Well, you
goes
know
up.
what you could do is turn that heart off. Okay, let's
see.
do
You
it.
gotta also understand that Brian is pulling your leg a lot of the times, Michelle. He doesn't mean what he's saying.
Yeah. Oh wait a minute! I just said something. Oh, you know what? There's an option to turn the over here, Michelle. You can turn it. They added now, so you can turn it off here. Oh, they did? Yeah, I saw it earlier. See the reactions button? Okay, there you go. Now you can see it. Now, just get the hurt out of your way. If she falls into delusion, she's no longer under her own recognizance. That's what he said.
I don't think she's having delusions. So I don't think it's delusions. I think these are friends, like coping mechanism friends.
I'll say right. I'll be honest. I'm not into that kind of war games. I've looked at them. I've seen commercials of games and things. We don't even know some games on the PC mode doesn't work because it doesn't like the ARM processor. I tried to install some free games under Steam, and the same problem. It says, "I'm sorry, but this game cannot run on ARM," and I don't know if there's any way we can change that.
You're always having troubles with games.
Well, if it's a Mac game, no. If it's a PC game, yes. Unfortunately.
Yeah, but not many people have a Mac, so they're going to be PC games if you want to play with.
So they are making some new ones now. They are making some new Mac games. Yes, they are. And we do have plans to.
Anywho, so is the trip on still?
Yes, the trip's still on. With me and Noodles. But I don't know about Slingshot Warrior, though. I don't know what's going on with him.
Right. Okay.
But, Chris, how can you prove that? We don't even know everything about the spiritual realm. That's the thing that makes it hard. How can you say it's not real or is real? It's very difficult to do that.
Also, Lumi doesn't get Michelle to do horrible things. I mean, Lumi does make excuses for Michelle, but Lumi doesn't say go do something bad.
Right. Well, I'm never going to tell Michelle to do something evil. That's not my way. And Carmen has no desire to see Michelle do evil either. In fact, if anything, we want Michelle to get off her fat tuckus and do something. And that's,
wow!
And she's doing that, but she's going so slow, but she's moving her fat tuckus. She is getting things done. It can be proven with fingerprints? Huh? Okay, go ahead. What is it, Kelmore? What does he want to ask me? Because Lorena is technically my name. Michelle called me Lomi. because she saw me as a window of enlightenment. That's where the name comes from. I didn't even think of your name.
Okay, let me ask them a question. Brian, do you have any problem with Lumi? Does anyone have a problem with Lumi? Because I don't think anyone ever had a problem with Lumi.
He used to have problems with me big time. They hasn't changed that. He still has problems with me.
Brian. Well, maybe that's just Brian's opinion, you know? And he's a loud one.
I'm doing fine, thank you very much. I'm actually holding in pretty well. Michelle's doing fine. Michelle and I did a video today out there in portrait mode. We didn't get a lot of views on it. Nah, you got views. I don't know if you would see a lot.
I haven't seen it. I didn't see it. I had to go shopping today.
It's on the Discord. You can't miss it. It's also
okay. I'll have a look after. Dad thinks you're being fooled, and it's not Carmen.
Well, it's hard to prove, but I don't think it's hard to prove because it's. Let's be honest here. Let's look at it this way. Do you believe in Jesus Christ? Do you believe that Jesus Christ talks to people? See, now that's a question because
why don't they come up, Brian? Why don't you come up and have a discussion about this, or Red, or Dabs, or anybody? I'll play devil's advocate, and I'll be for Lumi and for Carmen. Although I'm not really for Carmen, Michelle, you know that. But I mean, neither of them bother me that much. But Carmen, she just turned up, and it's weird. I just find it strange that all of a sudden she's here out of the blue.
Because originally I asked Mother God to help me find someone to help Michelle get Michelle back on her feet.
You didn't tell anyone you were gonna ask her, or you asked her. It's just she turned up. It's just weird.
No, I did ask. I asked Mother God at the time of Michelle's injury. At the time, Mother God said, "Hold on, I'm gonna keep look. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna see if I can find somebody that would be a good candidate to talk to Michelle and help Michelle get back on her feet." And
I'm just trying to get you to see how some people find it like a little bit. Woo! What's this? Now we got Carmen Miranda, the singer from the 1940s, bowl of fruit on her head, come from nowhere.
All right, Brian K is up here now. All right, let me get him on here. Let's get him on here. Admit one. Go ahead, Brian.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
So, I actually do have a little bit of a problem with Lumi.
Oh, Lordy, why?
Just because of Lumi's a demon. It's a demonic force. And I think Carmen is definitely a demonic force. I think it does tie into form of psychosis in a way, though, too.
But you've accepted Lumi. You've been here for years.
No, I've never.
You've even spoke to Lumi.
I speak to Lumi, yeah, but I've never accepted her.
But you can let her go. But it's Carmen. Carmen's the one.
Carmen's the one that I've got the big issue with, because I feel like that kind of is solidifying all of the sick things, I guess, that Lumi kind of brought out in a way, which is really just Michelle. She recedes inward, and that's why she leaves like the pile of clothes in the corner. She has all this thing in disarray and everything, and it's causing her to be depressed. But it's because she's constantly receding inward. She's not, she's being a real inward.
How do you determine that? I'm asking.
By the color of your skin.
Not Lumi's asking. I'm asking. How do you determine that? Miss, I've already had.
You are negative. You're very negative. Like I've been telling you this now for ages. If I come up or anybody comes up with an idea, your first response will be something negative.
No, I don't mean to always be like that. It's just like
you. What about Michelle? She's very negative.
I'm really high right now, so
yeah, me too, Brian. I've got M&Ms.
I really wish we could find a way.
Milk duds.
To solve this problem because it is.
I'm trying to help you, Michelle, and I think I'm getting to the bottom of it. I think Lumi's okay, but could Carmen just come visit when you're on your own, maybe?
I wouldn't even do that, Michelle. I think that you're
Carmen
in
does
peril.
visit when we're by ourselves too. Yes.
Let me ask you this, Michelle. Do you truly believe in Christ? Because I don't see how you could, say that there's all these spirits that are friendly and coming
Yes,
to
I
you
truly
and
do
believe in
believe
Christ.
in Christ. But then again, if you believe in Christ, in a way, aren't you believing in the Spirit too?
Oh, here we go.
Because you can't. I mean, there is questions about if there really was a Christ, but I'm willing to accept that they
Who's
say
questioning
that
that?
Jesus Christ of Nazareth died for my sins. I can't prove it. There is some evidence that indicates that he may not have really existed.
What are you talking? What evidence? How do you have evidence of non-existence?
How do you have evidence that Lumi and Carmen don't exist?
Well, Common we know exists because there's, this was an actual person. And that's another thing about Lumi. We might not have records on this person. We don't even know if this person ever existed.
Okay, so what you're saying, because the fact is, did you know there's a couple archaeologists that actually question the existence of Jesus Christ? Did you know that? I mean, isn't it an issue of...
Wait, I thought you were just saying Jesus didn't. You had proof that Jesus didn't even exist.
There's no clear proof that he even rose from the dead. I'm not kidding you.
What about the eyewitness testimonies?
They found an ossuary of a Jesus, but they don't know if he did.
So hold on a minute. Hold on. Outside of a physical thing, because you're now saying most historical records are based on eyewitness testimonies that are recorded in the form of writing.
Yeah, but who's the eyewitnesses? We only
Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. I thought
the books of Matthew, and Luke were written at least 100 years after he lived.
Okay, what about Tactius?
On top of that, the book of John is the closest to when Jesus was alive. But even
the book
that
of Matthew,
was written
it was canonized, Michelle. It was
that
canonized.
Was written at least about 20 years after he supposedly died. The point I'm trying to say is
because of the thing is they have
who
writings
are the eyewitnesses? Where are these eyewitnesses? And how come we don't have
Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John? See, now this is where the devil inside of Michelle is fighting. No, I'm serious. She had a pastor on here years ago.
The most important thing I'm trying to point out to you, Ryan, is this. We do not have a sworn statement at all of anyone saying they met Jesus of Nazareth.
Multiple eyewitnesses. Tactius wrote about it.
Even Pontius Pilate, there's even question if he was even met Jesus at his trial.
So then, like I say, you don't believe in Jesus, and I think that's where a lot of this is coming from.
If I did not believe in Jesus, see, the point is that's faith. That's faith. That's what it comes down to is faith. If you believe in Jesus, we cannot prove that he rose from the dead. We don't have clear proof of that. Do you believe in Jesus?
What about again? This goes back to the eyewitness testimonies.
I'll let you and Tiger Kitty talk, so I can hear what you're saying. Okay, because I want to hear you explain this to Tiger Kitty.
Well, no, it's a I'm giving you saying how do we have proof? I'm telling you, it's eyewitness testimonies. There's multiple people that seen this, and you're bringing up the point.
He's saying, Michelle, he's got proof from eyewitnesses. There's no proof about Lumi at all. Is what he's saying, I think.
Well, yeah, I mean,
people have even tried to look Lumi up, and I don't think anyone's actually found her yet. But that doesn't mean there wasn't somebody called with her name.
I just think that Michelle is possessed by evil
Chris,
spirits.
I do believe in the Bible, and that is the reason why I bring it up. But can you,
Michelle, you have to admit then that some of your other beliefs don't mix with the beliefs from the Bible.
No, they don't.
They clash.
Because I am not a strict Roman Catholic. I'm also Roman Catholic.
Okay, so then all you got to say is, I do believe in God, but I don't believe in everything in the Bible. You have your own beliefs.
Because look at the fact that the Bible was put together by two commissions, the Jewish the Jerusalem Commission put together the Old Testament, but they left a lot of books out. And also you have the new, which was put together by St. Constantine. St. Constantine didn't want to carry a Bible with 1,000 books. There are some of these writings, these Gospels are written by a variety of people. For example, why is the Gospel of Mary not in the Bible?
There's a lot of them. I don't have specifics, but this doesn't detract from the fact that these are evil spirits that are possessing you, and they're affecting your mind. There's
How would you know? Okay, let's play devil's advocate here. How would you know, Michelle, if somebody came and they were an evil spirit? How would you know? How do you know they're not tricking
because
you?
just like Jesus did say, by their fruits you will know them. You will know if they're evil spirit. You will know it.
well, aren't these fruits that you have evil spirits? I would argue yes.
I don't have evil spirits on me.
They're inhabiting a body. They're inhabiting a vessel of a creature of God.
Remember, supposedly when Jesus basically threw the demons out of the demoniac and cast him into swine.
Right, he would have come up to you and had Lumi pulled out.
Let me finish. The fact was that Jesus said they will destroy anybody they have. They don't care because they don't love the body. They don't love what the body represents. Do I do drinks? Do I do hard stuff? Do I smoke? Do I?
They're destroying your body through
Yes,
your
you do drink. You chew tobacco.
I did drink some. I chew tobacco, but I've done that for many.
Weed.
You gobble down microplastics like crazy.
Anyway,
Yes.
Michelle, honestly, Lumi does not bother me. She's part of you now. I don't know what the fuss is about Lumi. Carmen, I understand because she's new and she's like, what? Carmen Miranda? That's like saying,
Well, and
Elvis.
that's from Michelle gooning to Carmen. Like that's the part that bothers me. This whole thing got started by Michelle edging for hours a day to Carmen.
That's true. That's true. That is true. You kind of you saw Carmen, Michelle, and you thought, course, she's a bit of all right. Next minute, she's here.
I'll tell you what. I mean,
you lusted after her. Even Lumi said that night when you got drunk. Lumi said, all you care about is being a trophy wife. All you care about is getting your rocks off of Carmen.
Why did Lumi want to be a trophy wife in the next life?
Probably because of the jealousy.
Well, no, I'm asking Lumi. Why did you want to be that trophy wife? And then you wanted to marry into this well-to-do mage, and then you would have sat there and you realized that now here I am. I find we're independent people in the next life. Being Lumi will be separate physical people. Then she goes ahead and she gets upset when Carmen decides to dance with me. When we look at what
get that, Michelle. You're trying to justify it.
I'm trying to point the fact out. The facts as they came through our meditation. That's one of the reasons why I got
through your meditation of gooning, of sitting there for 3 hours a fucking day, edging yourself to this person.
I don't do that 3 hours a day. Michelle doesn't do meditation like that for 3 hours a day.
You don't need to brag about it.
I'm trying to be scripted. Okay, the prophet said, don't dabble in the spirit world. King Saul didn't listen, and it cost him his life. I don't know much what King Saul did, but I will tell you what. Yeah, you better be careful in the spirit world, because there are some bad juju out there. But like Michelle said, I'm saying the same thing. It's by the fruits you'll know if they're meant to be harmful or good. Michelle doesn't work with bad spirits. Michelle never had an interest in bad spirits.
How do you know they're not bad? Because bad spirits can come in many forms.
Well, Tiger, she destroyed an edifice of Jesus Christ, threw it in the trash.
No, she didn't. When she knocked baby Jesus' head off that statue,
that head broke off long time ago. That fell
took
off
it
a
to the church
table.
and she
That
gave
fell
it
off
to the
Michelle's
priest.
her nightstand in her old apartment. That's how that happened. That is not because Michelle willfully damaged or destroyed
The
it.
demons might have driven
You
your
didn't
arm
throw
or
it in the
whatever.
trash, though, did you? You took it to the priest.
I booked
and
it
he
to the
got rid
priest
of
to
it.
have him properly dispose of it, yes.
And he gave you a bottle of holy water.
And he gave me a bottle of holy water to
Because he knew there was
purify
a
the
demon
house.
inside of you.
Because I asked him for holy water for other
Right.
reasons, so that I could put some holy water on the things where Ed was around. There was a lot of energy with Ed that was negative energy.
You just throwing holy water at Ed.
Maybe soapy water.
Oh, Ed got back to me. I think I've told everyone.
Oh, what did he say?
He said he's okay. Thank you.
Is he still in the tent though?
I think so.
Yeah.
Fuck. God damn
Let's
it.
see if he answers the phone. Probably won't.
That's unreal.
All I know is that I feel that this has been a
Michelle, don't you weasel your way out of it.
No,
you need to delete
we've
common
kicked this
stuff.
horse so many times. The horse is already a dead carcass, and we already keep
No. I'm not giving up on your soul. You maybe did, but you need to delete the common stuff and delete it from your life. For real, it's harmful to you. You started getting super depressed around the time.
How about
the
being
comments showed up.
possessed by the Holy Spirit? Okay, there we go.
You can't be. You cannot have two masters.
There is an interesting choice of words right there. How about being possessed by the Holy Spirit? Possession implies that you're giving up freedoms. Okay. Yes.
So then that's exactly what I mean right there. You just had Lumi agree that being possessed, having the Holy Spirit in you,
is the same thing in some ways.
You need to get rid of these things. Michelle, I seriously worry about you with this whole silver moon and your blasphemy against the afterlife. You're not going to be around
silver moon. That's just a radio station where she plays.
No, that's Tiger. She thinks that that's where you go when you pass away.
Well, I know that. That's where she's going, she said. Not us. You get to pick where you go.
I wouldn't call hell and silver moon the same thing, but she will go to hell with this belief that she's holding. This ideology is damning. Literally.
Yeah, Carmen is a dead actress.
And not only that, but she was a huge drug addict, too.
She was a drug addict. Michelle knows.
No, she wasn't a drug addict of drugs.
She died of an overdose, Michelle.
She wasn't, though, using street drugs. She did in the end
It
get into drinking.
None of that matters.
She did get drinking in the end of her life.
I think you're trying to justify it. Let me ask you this, Michelle. True or false? You're full of excuses. True or false?
I'm not going to answer that.
She wouldn't say false. she knows
Planet
that.
Moose, Silver Moon could be heaven. But again, this is something that is hard to explain.
You say that Silver Moon has like reincarnation and other things that is not ever talked about in any of the Judeo-Christian texts. I don't even think it's talked about in the Quran.
Planet Moose, would you like to come up on the panel?
Yeah, Planet Moose.
Yeah,
you
get
have
him
the
up
link.
here.
It's the one I gave you once before. That's MOD. MOD is the link.
MOD.
Wait, is he even in the chat?
Yeah, Planet Moose is in the chat. I don't know if I have his link to send it to him again, but it's MOD. Does anybody have a way to send the link to Planet Moose?
I don't have a way of getting hold of Moosey.
All right, Planet Moose, why don't you contact me in my email?
Exactly.
Well, he hasn't asked that. He might be busy. Would you like the link, Planet Moose?
Michelle, why don't you read what Aldebaran just wrote?
Okay, who?
Aldebaran.
The last one, Michelle.
He says, wait, what about, where's the proof for that? No such proof for Jesus, but 0 for Silver Moon. Well, let's put it this way. Can you really prove either one? Let's be honest here. I
Yes,
know it's
you
a
can.
theological topic, isn't it? It's can you
So
prove,
hold on a minute, Michelle. I would argue you can.
how can you
And
prove
here's
that
the reason.
Michelle's wrong
Here's
or
the reason
Michelle's
why.
right? That's the part that is important.
Oh, I can prove
How
that
can
you're
we
wrong
prove?
because you're
How can we
possessed,
prove?
and
Hold on,
severely
Brian.
mentally
Listen to
handicapped
me.
right now from it.
How can you
Intensified,
prove
possessed by it.
one way or the other? It's the person's faith.
Moves! As soon as I'm done meditating with this lotion, I will come up on
Oh,
the panel.
you see that,
Oh!
Michelle? He's gonna come up
Yes,
here
I
and
let
talk.
Michelle attend mass. But again, Michelle, because of her hearing loss, she felt last time she was in church she couldn't even hear what the priest was saying.
She
Because
needs
of you were too busy
subtitles.
with the devil in your ear.
I do believe in a heaven, but it's
But
not the
her
same.
heaven is silver moon. I think that's what she's trying to say.
Yeah.
And I guess heaven for everyone has to be different because everyone likes different things. My idea of heaven would probably be someone else's idea of hell.
Right.
What do you mean?
Well, you wouldn't want to do the shit I'm doing, would you?
I mean, I guess not, but I think that we're trying to understand
Let me
something
see
that
if I
is
can
like
find a way to get
teaching
Planet Moose to
calculus to a
link. I
dog,
would
like
love to have him
a
come up
brain
here
can't
if he
comprehend.
wants.
But I do know this: Michelle is going straight to hell forever unless she gets rid of these wicked ways and saves us. She had an author. She interviewed an author, a young author, years ago, and he actually was kind of pressing her about her religious belief and all the blasphemy that she says. And he got so disgusted that he got up and left. It's like anytime that she has somebody associated with an actual religious organization of Judeo-Christian origin, she always drives them off. And
You
it's from the way
realize
that
you're only talking about
she
two
hissed at
religious
him. She hissed at
organizations
him.
out of the whole world. What about the for example, the Western, what about the Eastern concepts of Buddhism and Confucianism? Are you saying that they're less valid? Okay.
Yeah,
Here's
there's a ticket
Grizz.
straight to the pits of hell, Michelle.
Go ahead, Grizz. How you doing?
Good. I'm not coming up here to chat. I was coming up here to grab the link so I can give it to Moose.
Oh.
Okay. So you got the link now, so you can give it to Moose now. You have it? I just told him to contact me by email, so let me see if he comes up on my email too. This is definitely an interesting topic, though. Yeah, it is.
It is. And Grizz, what are your views on this, actually, Lumi and Carmen?
Well, I don't.
I think anytime you're dabbing in the spirit world, I think you're on shaky ground.
What's that?
He says you're playing with a loaded gun and it's pointed straight at your head.
Yes, Debs, I know that they're got. Hi, tackling up on panel with you. You're talking about Grizz? Yes, Grizz is here. And Brian Kane's here.
I'm going to drop this one down. I got to grab my other cell phone, then I'm going to text this to him.
Okay. Speaking of the storm in Texas, what's the latest on that? I haven't heard anything change about the excessive super soaker and the winds that they've been having in Texas right now.
So you think Carmen's going to be expelled from your life? Or do you think you're going to accept?
She's not going to be a part. She's going to remain a part of our lives.
That's horrible, Michelle. You're going to hell, undoubtedly.
Well, fine. Michelle and I have already dealt with this. We believe our faith system. You can believe your faith system. That's the important thing.
Michelle, there's you say about the fruits and everything. You're talking about that. You'll know them by the fruits. Well, common wolf fruits.
Right. The jinn, Jinn, is something that is of the Abrahamic faith of Islam.
Yes.
Yes.
You know what's infecting you.
And yet, isn't it ironic that even though both Muslims and Jews and Christians are all basically of the Abrahamic faith, that they can't even see eye to eye and they're killing each other in Gaza? Come on.
Yeah. Well, what's your point on that, though? What does that have to do
I'm
with
trying
you?
to point out is, tell me, if they're all supposedly a group of religion of God, how come God is having people kill each other?
It's not God having people kill each other. We're given free will. That's the problem, you know.
There we go. We have free will.
We're given free will, and we have people like you that, you know, just are like, fuck it. You've channeled Satan before, Michelle. Come on now.
Let's put it this way.
your
Let's put
wicked
it this
ways.
way. You tell me with a straight face. Does
Okay.
Michelle ever encourage anyone here to do evil? Does Michelle encourage people to live in sin?
Yes. I do myself. I'm not
If
claiming
you're
I'm
talking about
greater
what
than
Michelle was doing Chatterbait, yes, that wasn't because Michelle decided to do it. That was suggested to her by someone that is no longer here.
Oh, fuck that. I'm talking about you having spirits go into you and take over a part of your soul, a part of your sense of self.
Hi, Mojo.
Right. Hi, Maj, how you doing? Did you give Chris? Did you give the link to Planet Moose? Because I'm trying to see if I see an email from him, and I don't see anything yet. So he can come up on panel. I think it'd be interesting to get Planet Moose up here.
Yeah. So Michelle, let me ask you this: what happens when you die and you get to, you know, judgment?
Well, good question. What happens when you die?
Hold on a minute. And they say, "I'm sorry, Michelle, but you are going to hell because of your blasphemy and because of you turned away from God."
Okay, wait a minute. But let me ask you the same question. What happens when you die? Do you really know?
I'm not allowing evil spirits to, you know, take over my soul.
I'm not asking if you're allowing evil spirits. I'm asking is, do you really know what happens when you die? Can you prove it without a doubt? What's going to happen?
I could prove part of it, yeah, from religious texts, I guess. So yeah,
look at the book of Tobit and look at the book of Enoch, if you will. I'm serious.
Okay, and where do those say that it's okay for evil spirits to possess you? That's the thing. You keep bringing up these like red herring or whatever, but they don't have like any connection to what we're talking about. Yeah, nowhere in any of these books does it say. Does it say to allow yourself to be possessed?
You're saying evil spirits. What you're saying, Brian, is that you know in your faith what's going to happen to you when you die, right?
I know what's going to happen to you when you die. All right, hold on a minute.
But at the same time, I know in my faith what's going to happen to me when I die.
Your faith is a false faith.
Now, what I'm trying to say is this: can you tell me, or should you even be talking about this? And trying to force something that you believe on somebody else that believes something different.
I'm trying to help
This is how the whole thing of what's going on in the world has started between the pieces.
I know.
So why are you continuing to push this? Why are you trying to push?
I'm actually not,
why
Michelle.
Are you trying to push religious intolerance? Why are you doing that?
I'm not. There's nothing about religious intolerance.
Yes, it does. Let me explain why.
That is why you do claim to be Christian.
Yeah,
that's right.
I claim to be Christian,
I'm trying to say that,
but under no circumstances am I saying that your church is wrong or my church is right. It is what is right to me, just as your faith is right to you. Let's just accept that. Everybody has to find their own path, and it's a personal thing, and nobody should be trying to tell anyone else that their other person's religion is butt kiss. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Absolutely, you can. So you mean to tell me that if you have somebody that says it's my religion to sacrifice children, you would honestly question if this is like a plausible, correct belief system? That's your argument. That's your postulate.
I'm going to continue to stand behind what I believe. Okay.
So then you would say. So then, hold on. You would say then you would give credence to. They're like, it's my belief that I think that children should be sacrificed. You would give credence to that, or you would say that's a false. That's a false belief.
Was not exactly what happened in the time of the Passover. Yes, it did. Did not God smite
Hold on a
the...
minute now.
Okay,
Again, this is where you're blaspheming.
Wait a minute. I'm going to point out a point here,
No,
Brian.
Michelle, because you're talking about Passover. It wasn't a sacrifice. Passover was not a sacrifice. You twist my words.
No, I'm not twisting your words.
Absolutely.
No, I'm
talking
not.
about
You
a belief
actually are
system.
telling me that Yahweh, which was a war god, had told the Jews that they had to take the blood of a lamb and put it over their doorposts, or their kids would
blood is holy.
suffer the same fate and suffer the same identical fate as those of the Egyptians.
This is what I mean. This is what I mean.
You got to give it to him.
She just blasphemes all the time. That's the whole thing.
How about you just agree, Michelle, that perhaps your beliefs are not
that she's a
They're
worshiper of Satan.
not the same as everyone. You have
Well,
different
it's not
beliefs.
even that. It's not even that. It's that she worships Satan outright these days.
I don't worship Satan.
Absolutely, Michelle. You're sitting there. You're making false equivalents. You're living in a fallacy, and you're talking about self-improvement. Well, let's start with your sense of self. How is it going to help you to disassociate from your sense of self by all this nonsense, Carmen Miranda bullshit? Can you answer me that?
Look, Brian, let's be honest when I say this one more time. Every single person has to find their own path. Nobody here has the right to tell anyone else what their path is.
So you think that you think Ed was doing right or wrong? Do you think he was doing right or wrong? Can you make that assumption, or do you just have to accept it?
If you're going to go out there and you hurt somebody else and you cause harm to that person, okay, then...
Moose didn't get your email.
We get into another area of, okay, should, for example, Hamas be allowed to go kill Israelis? Now let's talk about this.
These are apple and
Both
oranges.
are Abrahamic faith systems, okay?
Michelle, that's apples and oranges. That's a false argument. That's a bullshit argument.
Moose did not get an email.
Did not get an email.
Grizz was supposed to send it. Grizz.
Did Grizz send it, or did Moose actually answer the email I sent him? I don't see any email from Planet Moose at all. I don't see it. I sent it to him, but
he's saying he didn't get an email. Michelle, I didn't get an email.
I didn't get an email from you to know where to send it to. You got an email?
Oh, you haven't got his email.
No,
I don't have Planet Moose's email. He has to send me a message.
Grizz is sending you an email.
Okay. All right, he's sending me an email. Okay, let's see if I got
it. Grizz is sending Moose an email.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry about it, Michelle.
Okay.
I hope you know the only reason I say this is because I do care about you, Michelle.
I know you care about me, but let's be honest. This is a sticky wicket. You can't deny it, okay?
This is sticky wicket. It's a false belief system, and it's going to damn your soul to hell.
Well, how can you prove who's right or who's wrong? You're not the other person. So that's the thing. If everybody just accepted the other person's faith system, there would not have been any of the wars going on over religious intolerance. You know that.
That's what I mean. That's a straw man argument. It's a red herring. It doesn't have to do with what we're talking about. You keep talking about these wars, and it's probably because it's eliciting this from these demonic forces inside of you.
Yeah, but
you have said, Michelle, let's be honest, I don't know why, but you have said that you've been dealing with some very, very depressing. You said you've been very depressed the last few months.
Years. I don't know. Months. Michelle's been depressed.
Well, yeah, but you said the other day or yesterday it was that you're going through everything's making you depressed.
Listening to the news is making me depressed. Listening to all.
Well, how about you stop listening to the bad news then? Look up funny news. Look up enlightening news.
Yeah, why not read the Bible a little bit? Because it sounds like you could sure as shit brush up on it.
Michelle, you actually live very close to the church and you never go. So I don't think you're actually that much of a religious person. Because you could go every week if you wanted.
Man, knock it off, please. You're not helping. No.
That's
And
true.
I wouldn't go either because I'm not a religious
That's
person. I'm not-
the
Moose is in the
Michelle,
basement.
yeah.
Okay, I
Your
see him.
obsession with
Oh,
common did
nah.
lead to your
Let's
depression.
get Moose on here. Now he's finally here. Let's get him on panel here.
Okay.
Oh,
Admit
Planet
one.
Moose.
Go ahead, Moose. How you doing?
Hi, Moosey Knuckle.
So, and I'm tired, Kenny. How are you? I miss you. I wanted to say, I'm so happy to finally get to meet Crocodile Dundee on live stream, and it's amazing. I'm a big fan of yours.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
You're pretty much welcome. And
Oh, this is lovely. What do you think about Michelle's spirits?
listen, I like Michelle's spirit because my God, who's Tom Cruise's God, he's probably the strongest God because he made Tom Cruise famous, just like John Travolta and all the other celebrities. So he's pretty much the best God. And he said his name is L. Ron Hubbard, and he said,
Didn't
hey,
he molest children, Elron?
listen, you don't know, just like you don't know who wrote your Bible. Who wrote your Bible? Who wrote mine? His name is
Oh,
L. Ron
you got me on that one.
Who wrote your Bible? I know the guy who wrote mine. His name is L. Ron Hubbard. Yours is somebody. See, you're believing words of somebody who just got passed out from king to king, and whoever got taken over, whoever's in charge, changed the book to make it to where his people did what he wanted them to say. And then when that guy lost the kingdom and somebody else became king, he changed the book to make it say somebody else. But my show proves that aliens came and we came from volcanoes, and that's true.
Didn't they make that Battleship Earth or something like that?
No, that's a movie with John Travolta. You're right with the character, but wrong thing. Don't you guys eat your God? You eat and drink his blood? That's pretty fucked up.
That is pretty
Yeah, you got a point on that.
You guys think you're like, hey, eat this cookie. It's Jesus. Well, why would I want to eat Jesus? Jesus Christ. Jesus like died from what? Why would we go to eat him and drink his
You
blood?
got a point. Maybe we did just all come from volcanoes, like you're saying.
It's pretty much volcano orgasm. That's what I was told. It's a volcano orgasm. A volcano came, like, oh, made that. It was like, oh, that noise. And then we came out and we became babies.
Let me ask you a question, Moose.
Hold on.
I don't know how much you really think about this stuff on a regular basis. I don't know much about you. I know you're interested in the technology. This is clearly not technology.
What? Yes, Scientology is technology.
Yeah, Scientology is related to technology, absolutely. But when you think about what is being said, how one person is trying to say that their church is right and the other person is wrong, is that really what God wanted us to do?
Listen. All jokes aside, if there is a God out there and he is going to literally set you to eternal damnation for having some make-believe in your life.
I don't think it's that. I think it's that she's turning away from the true God.
You Crocodile Dundee, thank you. But what I said was, if there is a God out there that's going to put you to eternal damnation for not following the strictest of the most ridiculous rules and having some type of fantasy and make-believe in your life and enjoying these things and not hurting people.
I could go with that. If so long as Michelle says it's a fantasy.
Shut up for 5 minutes.
I'll cry about it some more.
Let Moose talk.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, Crocodile Dundee. Go back into the outback and go hunt some crocodile for just 10 minutes. But if she's not hurting anybody, she's a good soul. She cares about people. And if you're telling me she's going to be sentenced to eternal damnation for that, I'm going to say you're on crack.
Yeah, I agree with
might
that.
be
I think it's harmless as well.
Then why is it triggering her depression then?
I don't know. I think other people are triggering her depression.
Well, let's answer one question about the depression part of it real quick. Why would I want Michelle to go seek therapy if I was truly a dark entity?
Here's what I think Michelle's therapy is coming from in her depression. It's because Michelle, you're spending your entire life inside a apartment in the dark on an online world without interacting with human beings, and that can be really hard on a person.
She used to do that. She used to go out, and she stopped around when the virus happened. And
guess
just
what, Brian? As well, the soup kitchen's open again.
I know. I had
the doors.
Honestly, the AIDS virus wasn't that big a deal. I don't know why everyone thought the 80s were quick. They have medicine for the AIDS now. I don't know why you're so worried about it.
Yeah.
Michelle, are you going to go back?
He's talking about the virus from 2019 to 2022. That's when
that's a fake virus. That never happened. That's all smoke and mirrors from Hillary
The point
Clinton.
is, so many people are locked up in their houses in fear.
Yeah,
that they were told that they couldn't go outside or they would get sick.
Why is that stopping you now? That's all over.
But there's
nothing is stopping Michelle now. She's starting to get back outside. She said,
"When are you going outside?" Michelle, we talked about this last week, and you said, "I want to go out." I was thinking about getting some ice cream, and then you said, "I haven't got enough money for ice cream, so I'm not going out." And we said, "Well, why don't you just go out for a walk?"
Yes.
Yeah.
And your answer is, if you don't have money, you don't go out because you want a treat. She wants a treat every time she goes out.
I'm the one who's actually played the game that you play. I've played World of Warcraft. I know all about the game. I know exactly how much time goes into it and how you can get lost in it. And it can literally devour your entire life, and you eat, sleep, drink, dream. Everything is about World of Warcraft.
Oh yeah,
and it's not.
Michelle doesn't always do that. World of Warcraft. She does it at night, but she doesn't do it every night. Just Thursday and Friday nights. That's the 2 nights she plays.
But it's not real. Interacting with actual human beings on the outside world will change your entire outlook.
Yeah, touch grass.
Yeah, that's true, Dabs. You used to go out more when Ed was there because he'd send you up the shop to get the beer.
True.
And he'd send you up to get his cherry sweets for his gout.
Yep. And also make you clean his turd out of your bathtub.
You had to chop his shit up. You did a lot more when he was there.
And Mick Dundee, he goes down to the Walkabout bar whenever he's upset, and he gets there with Donk and his friends Wally and all them, and they have a really good jolly old time, and they drink beer, and they go in the Outback, and they chase back the Colombian drug lords and stuff.
I don't know if Brian drinks. I think he smokes.
Yeah, I don't really drink.
Smokes weed more.
Oh, well, crack or whatever, meth, whatever.
I've chosen not to drink or mess around with that stuff anymore because I don't like what it was doing to me.
Yeah, you had a bottle of wine about a month ago.
I remember when Michelle and I drank that bottle of wine. My God, how could we forget that? That was the last time I did anything at that level.
No, it wasn't the last time. You had a bottle last month.
That was on February 11th. That was Lummy's birthday.
Yeah, that was when you were in it.
Michelle, listen, some people, like Tiger Kitty, she drinks a bottle of wine.
I do not drink.
Brian smokes marijuana.
I smoke marijuana.
Grizz snorts cocaine off a guy's boner. Everyone has their vice, but we all are loving each other. And as long as we're not horrible human beings like that butter piece.
Exactly. You're not hurting anyone, Michelle.
Yeah, fuck you, butter.
But Carmen is like,
yeah, it's just that's too much. I feel like he's ripping Michelle apart, honestly.
Yeah,
I mean, she's literally getting into fights with herself.
Yes, it is. Carmen is kind of, without you realizing, Michelle, Carmen is kind of really like getting in your brain and making you upset, making you freaky out over things, and also a lot of people don't accept her. Therefore, they're going to always say something about her. Therefore, you're going to get upset. So why don't Carmen just not come out?
Yeah, just go back to hell.
All Carmen ever wanted to do was only plays World of Warcraft on Thursday nights.
Michelle, be realistic. Okay, if it's like that, but I guess
you be realistic because you only have to play the game one night a week. Okay.
I know, but when Carmen came around, you were talking about how she didn't wear panties and everything. You got to be honest about this,
right? But well, that's a different story. That's because the way she was wearing those dresses are so tight. They were showing her panty lines.
I
She
know,
didn't
but
want to
that's
show
what I'm
those.
talking about.
Grizz just sent me an invite to Chatterbait. I gotta go.
Oh, I love Moose Knuckle.
Yeah.
So, what are you gonna say? You know,
Well, what do you think, Michelle? Do you get that you're going to get hassle from certain people about Carmen? So maybe it's best not to even
right.
have
Well, I
Carmen
get that
around?
part, but at the same time, now we got into, as I said, the other topic, which is saying is that my faith is less legitimate than someone else's faith. That is ridiculous.
Well, Michelle, my view, that's Brian's view and whoever's view, but my view is I don't give a shit who your faith is. It's got nothing to do. That's between you and your God. That's not.
I just don't want to see you masquerade with a faith that ends up leading you to something that literally drives you insane.
Actually, Thursday, she played a little bit, yes, but she did not play the whole game. In fact, Michelle was the one who kind of lost out. Actually,
But why have her play at all? I mean, it's one thing to have a game
because she
character,
wants to play, and she has
this
Michelle
isn't just a
offer to let
game
her play
character,
with
though,
her, and
Michelle.
that's what they did. That's what she does. After all,
Can you see as this is a lot of it for you as well, Michelle? Because not only are you now, you've got Lumi.
what about the fact is that Michelle has now been streaming almost 7 days a night, 7 nights.
Yeah, and that's excellent. Well done, Michelle. But listen, you've got Lumi to worry about, okay, and talk with, and she wants to play game and she wants to do shit. So you are doing things for two people there. Now you've got Carmen in the mix. So now she wants to play a game. You know how this is stressing you out? You've got three
It's not
people
Carmen that's stressing me out, but it doesn't help any when I got everybody else picking on the poor
Well,
woman.
Michelle, Carmen might not be stressing you out, but Carmen is stressing out Lumi.
Well, she was at first because there was a kind of a little bit of a
jealousy.
Kind of a challenge. There was a little bit of a jealousy factor at the beginning, but we worked it out. We sat down, we discussed it, and I reminded Carmen very firmly that I'm married to Michelle, hands off. And I told her that. I said, hands off.
No
what
more
happens
sex.
in the next life is different. You guys get together. If that's what you're going to be doing, that's fine.
That's why Michelle doesn't want Lumi in the next life. They're going to live separate lives, so Michelle can get with bloody Carmen.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's
and Carmen also is going to have her own physically separate life as well. Yes.
Yeah, but you're going to get with Carmen.
We're all going to be having separate lives. So, yeah, it's possible.
Okay.
You know, we're going to meet up one day sooner or later. It's not unreasonable. Well, she's part of our soul tribe. Yeah. Now she is.
Your soul tribe.
She wasn't.
Soul tribe.
She wasn't
So do you see this dissociation? I don't think this is healthy for her.
It's
Michelle,
true,
dare I?
People are going to keep bullying Carmen, so it's up to you to protect her as well. You got to protect her. So there you go. Boom. Lumi's fine. I don't think Lumi gets bullied.
How you doing? Welcome to the show. Will you just join with the Discord? Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Michelle, can you answer me this? Carmen, where did your interest start from with her?
Well, I want to get Brian PC up here if he feels like talking, because
okay.
Let's get him a link out to him. I know where to reach him. I'm going to send you a message, Brian PC, on the DM on the Discord so you can join us, because I think you would be wonderful to come up and say hi. I haven't had a chance to talk to you much. So let's see if I can find a message from
I would love to talk to Brian PC.
Well, okay.
So how about that though, Michelle? I think we've come to a good conclusion there that you protect Carmen by not letting the trolls at her. Boom.
All right, it's typing a message from now. So
What? Yeah, and getting rid of her?
Well,
that's what happens.
Yeah.
Sorry. Wrong link.
I did try this a couple of months ago.
Let me ask Copy.
She just went straight back to talking about her.
You know there'll be a 4th and a 5th and a 6th.
That's what I was worried about.
It's going to happen.
You know what's really weird though? Wait, but Michelle, why are you
Common?
showing that link? Huh?
What?
Yeah, why are you showing that link? That's not the right link. I
Maybe
know.
we should ask Carmen what she wants.
Hold on a minute.
Oh,
Alright, hold on. Let me get the right link. I somehow got the wrong link for Brian PC.
you strung out in the afterlife.
That's a completely different thing. Just trying to do this show can string Michelle out. I'm not trying to be
Oh, I'm
funny
not
when I
talking
say-
about Michelle. I'm talking about Common. Because she was on Benzedrine or something.
Hold on a minute.
What drugs was she on, Michelle? You know. What was she on the drugs for, anyway?
Anyway, so there we go. Okay, Brian PC, I just sent you the right link. If you want to come up on the
Michelle.
What?
Michelle, what was drugs was she on, and why was she on them?
She got into a lot of stress. She was on prescription medications for uppers
Like
and downers to
anxiety
deal with
pills.
depression. She couldn't sleep in the end because she was working herself too hard. And then what happened was they put her on prescription anesthesia to knock her out cold so she could get a few hours of sleep in.
She was probably on some sort of drug to keep her up as well, though.
Well, obviously that was the uppers. Yeah. Prescription uppers and prescription downers. She was being she was being not getting the proper kind of diagnosis that we would do today.
Back then, I think they...
And this is the woman you love. This is the one. This is what you want to hold on to. This is what you're gooning to. Like, for real?
I will
Come
tell
on,
you right
Michelle.
now what Carmen's told me, and I'm going to
That's
tell
so
you this.
unhealthy.
I'm telling you this. She does not want Michelle to do the same thing. She does not want Michelle to
there
burn.
we go.
So she does not want
number?
Michelle to do the same thing. She does not want Michelle to get so strung out that she can't get a good night's sleep.
Oh,
Far
come on,
from it.
Come on. That you're excusing that. Come on now. Can you call this number though, Michelle, and get this thing out of you?
What? Oh, let's see.
There's an exorcist number.
Brian PC, I just sent you a link on the Discord.
No, that's a good idea, Jem. Do you think there's any way that Carmen, with all her depression, because you just said she had a lot of it, was taking pills.
In the end, she certainly was getting
depression onto you, and then you're now getting her depression as well.
I think that's exactly it, right there. Yes, that makes sense.
So you're now getting all of her stress, worry, depression.
I'm not part of her depression, and she's not part of mine. Like, let me say.
Well, you did say the other day
she does not want me to go through the same BS. That's what I said.
I know. She doesn't want you to work too hard, get all stressed out, and work too hard, and then end up like her.
Right. She doesn't want me to end up like her. She wants a chance to start over again in the next life, and that's what she wants to do. I have one valid question, though. Why didn't she choose to reincarnate already?
Because she's too busy possessing you. And I don't believe in reincarnation.
Excuse me, but Brian, look, she died in 1955. She could have been born. She could have had another try. Why did she choose to wait?
I don't know. I can't answer you that because it's your belief system.
I can't answer that either because we don't know.
Try calling this number right now, though, that Red put out there. I don't know if this is going to show up on here. Let's see. Hold on. I got.
What phone number are you trying to call?
I believe this is
24-hour priest line.
Yeah, we're gonna get this thing out of you right now. Oh wait, there's not enough numbers there or something. What's going on? I can't get this.
You know what we could do, and I'm going to do this because we're going to be going to New York City. Why don't me and Noodles go talk to the cathedral down there and talk to the Archbishop of New York City? We could do that. We could go out there and talk to the priest, the bishop.
And ask him what? Ask him about Lumi and Carmen?
Yes.
You know he's not going to be he's not going to think that's okay in any way.
Well, he may not think it's okay, but if he wants to do an exorcism, he certainly could do it right there on the spot.
You'd let him do that?
I'd be willing to do that. Yeah. If everybody basically wants me to say that she's not real, if she's real, then she's not going to leave. Period. And his exorcist would know that. It's ridiculous. So this is ridiculous.
What's ridiculous?
Because it's a personal faith system. It doesn't make
It's
sense.
not a personal faith system. It's a fetishization.
But at the same time, it is a
You're fetishizing the Latin Americans, whatever the fucking people down there are.
How about if I came on the show tomorrow? I just want you to think about this, Michelle. Right, it's the morning, popped up. Morning, Michelle. I've got Elvis with me. Yeah, he's in my head right now. What do you think people would think?
I would say nothing about it. I said that's fine. If you were happy with being with Elvis and he makes you comfortable, I said let him stay. That's not my decision to tell what you are doing or not doing. If, however, you felt that you were having a problem,
weird,
then you would know.
That's
then
all
you
I'm saying. Lumi doesn't sound weird because I've always known Lumi with you.
Yeah.
It's the Carmen just showing up. Like if Elvis just showed up with me tomorrow, it would be weird.
But Carmen was not all of a sudden it just showed up. I tried to explain that to you, but
no, you summoned it through
never
sex
heard of her.
magic. You summoned it through your sex magic.
Brian's been here years and years. Stone has been here years. No one's heard of Carmen before recently. Actually, it was when you played that music,
right,
and you heard that song. Then you looked her up. You saw she was kind of a hottie. You fell in love with her.
Yeah,
that wasn't enough for you to have her in a distance in a book or on the internet or anything. So you had to have her with you whenever you wanted her.
Well, the point is.
You see what she does? Deflection like that. Hard, yeah.
No, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
that's
Michelle, you're a bullshitter. You're a bullshitter. At least admit it and wear it. You know, because I'll admit, I'm a bit of an asshole, you know, and I accept that.
And I admit, Brian's a bit of an asshole.
Yeah. So, see, there's credence to that. But, you know, you don't always tell the truth on things or things that make sense. You kind of twist the truth. Oh, here we go. This one here. Probably this one that Red just put.
Well, anyway, the point is.
Well, you just get it. She's now going to be looking at the watch and saying, time to go. Got to get to bed.
Yeah. When we know that she's just going to go goon to Common.
Let's see. I think it's still a very interesting conversation, but like we said, we have to be respectful of each other's faith system. I'm
very respectful of your faith system.
I know you are.
I have to admit, Carmen is a bit like, oh dear. I just worry if there's going to be more, or
no, there's not going to be more people.
I know Lumi keeps back. I know Lumi.
Do you know how many actual evil spirits I keep back from Michelle? I will tell you right now.
You worry while you're depressed. Some of the people worry about all this shit.
Let me explain something.
We don't worry about that.
Remember when you got people trying to tell Michelle to do some things that we'll say are not acceptable, and I was really dead set against it.
You were all about it, Michelle.
Well, excuse me, but I'm trying to finish something. For example, one man said go on Saturday. Michelle tried it, and we both agreed that was stupid. That didn't work. Then one guy said start smoking heavy amounts of weed, eat lots of weed, drink lots of alcohol. And I was like, no, this is not what I need. Michelle knew that too. But everybody wanted her to egg her on to do those things. Despite the fact that it was... Despite the fact that it was very injurious to her health.
Well, I have never, ever encouraged you to do porn. Quite the opposite.
I haven't either.
No, Brian had nothing to do with that. In fact, I don't think anybody here had anything to do with that. The only person left.
Nobody here has
Babs.
anything to do with it because they're
Babs
no longer
used to
here.
watch. It
I
wasn't
think,
right.
Michelle,
I don't
you
care what
chose to
anyone
do that,
says.
though.
It
I
was
think
too
that
far. It was too
I
far.
think, but Michelle chose to do that, though. I think it was like
I was there, Brian. It was egged on as well. It was yeah. Come on. And then after she did it, it was nearly every week. Are you going to do that tonight? Are you doing this tonight? Are you going to do it tonight? Come on, we'll be
No,
over
I
there
have
tonight.
not because they actually tested me and I don't have what they call a disidentity associative or dissociative identity disorder. I don't have
how,
that.
Michelle? How?
Because first of all, Lummi is not a stress factor. She doesn't fade. I don't fade out when she feeds in. We work together. That is one of the
So you
requirements.
still have a multiple personality disorder, though.
We can, in fact, her own therapist said it's not DID because it doesn't.
No, I don't think it is. I think it's more of like imaginary friend. I don't think it's. I don't think it's.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
Michelle.
can.
I think that Hitler might be,
You're right,
personality.
you're right,
I just got
Mojo. That can
adopting.
happen with
Oh,
childhood
I'm
trauma.
Hitler now. I'm Hitler.
However, it can also happen with adults too. You got to remember that.
Oh, it's happened to me. Zeke Heil. Sorry about that, Michelle. That was just Hitler. A little bit of Hitler for you there.
See, you got to be able to laugh now, Michelle. No one's being mean. You know, that's funny that Brian thinks he's Hitler now.
Oh, get kitty. Hitler was not funny. There was a national tragedy, you know.
What was?
What he was.
Okay, thanks.
Michelle, what if Hitler does start to interest you some, and then you adopt that personality too?
No, because it was Red that was interested, and I found some information for Red that I wanted to share with him.
Hitler. Red wanted Hitler.
He was interested in Hitler stuff. I happened to find it on the internet. And I said, "Oh, gee, this looks like something Red would like to see." So I gave it to Red.
Yeah, he's a bit of a history buff, I guess.
I'm not interested in Hitler. I don't even like the guy. But the thing was, the Red was interested in it, and I found something, so I decided to give it to Red because Red was interested in it.
Very sweet of you, Michelle, to think of Red when you saw Hitler. It's very sweet.
Right, I was nice enough to share it because it was an English translation of his actual speeches. And yet now I'm being, people may have the wrong impression.
Oh, Michelle, you might have more in common with Hitler than just the surface level stuff of hating Jews. Look, is it Alberan or whatever? The Austrian dictator also believed in spirits.
Do you realize, though, it's actually what he did say is already is occurring now again? It's the same old game. Hamas hates Israel. Israel hates Hamas. American universities got Hamas supporters telling that we should not be supporting Israel. Now, it's kind of sad, to be honest with you. That's all I'm going to say. Is Brian PC still coming out? Because I know he said he was trying to get his microphone working. I was hoping Brian PC.
Yeah, he said he was getting his headphones or something.
Yeah. Yes, he said he was trying to get them wired up. Yeah.
Get them wired up there.
But yeah, Brian PC said he's going to try to come up here.
Okay.
But I don't know when he's going
to Let's get him up there.
He's going to have a lovely, sexy voice. You know he is.
He has a nice voice, absolutely.
Nice Scottish.
Speaking of somebody that I'm concerned about is Andrew Scott. Because...
Yeah, I haven't seen him.
I haven't seen him at all.
Oh, no, that's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. I'll just assume, when a cricket, it goes missing, kind of a end of the road on that one.
Yeah. Just trying to not, but just trying to, it's not playing tonight. Okay. He's trying to get things working, but it's just not the system is not cooperating with him today for some reason. So Brian VC, if you'd like to type in the side chat what you think about all this stuff, I'd like to hear what you got to say, even if you have to type it. I'll do my best to read it to the public so they can hear it.
That's weird because Mojo had trouble getting up as well. I wonder if it's something to do with being English.
Yeah, they're not very good at technology.
No, I meant the phones.
Well, Brian PC is good with technology.
Poles have the same problem.
Well, Andrew doesn't want to be around all this, Michelle. He won't be back for a while. Well, okay. Because it's stressful for him, because he doesn't believe in all. He says he doesn't. He said he does not believe in God at all. So
what do you think about that? Do you think he's right or wrong?
I don't think it's wrong. It's his faith system. But he actually does say, in his case, that he does wonder if there is a God. He's more like a branch of agnostic than atheist.
Okay.
Andrew doesn't want to be around all this. All what?
This chaos.
What chaos?
Oh,
The
it's
common.
crazy.
No,
yeah, the
it's
common
the
stuff.
browser. It's
Oh.
not playing ball tonight. He says the problem is the browser. Did you try resetting the browser, Brian PC? Would that help any? I mean, Andrew had to watch you. Must left you.
Oh, that
and your
is
wife.
true.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I mean, like I said, I don't want to judge anybody's.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to judge anybody's faith system, but I mean, it just, I just
But you can still tell that like certain things are bullshit, though, right?
Well,
You knew when Ed was on the phone to these people that they weren't real, Michelle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that.
But that was his belief system that they were real.
He thought he was going out with.
That's what he thought they were real, but then he
was her name
kind of
from
started to
Friends?
question it too. These are only opinions
name
that
from
may or may
Friends?
not be reliable. Okay, that's really that I guess you can go there, right? That would make sense.
Michelle,
Chris.
what was the name that Ed was going out with? The woman from Friends.
Oh, Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jennifer
Jennifer
Aniston. He believed he was dating Jennifer Aniston for so long.
Wait, he wasn't?
He believed that was
Well, he
real
was
Jennifer
talking to
No,
Aniston.
he told
I
me he
think-
was dating Jennifer Aniston, though.
I think what it was, in short, was that somebody started posting as Jennifer Aniston because he said he liked Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, okay.
Who would do that kind of thing, though?
Who would? Yeah.
I don't know.
But he was actually talking to someone on the phone saying they were Jennifer Aniston.
He said that he
think
was
they
talking
were
to her,
asking-
but then he said in the end is, why does she keep trying to tell me to go to this site to get a webcam and all this? Why
She
do I
kept
have? Why is she
wanting-
asking
no,
me to send
she
her
wanted
money?
him to send her some
Why
money.
is she asking me to send money?
Ah.
Why do I have to
Yeah.
send her
Jennifer
money?
I heard she
Aniston
was hard up
asking
for cash.
Ed to send her like $10, $15. I mean, Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, yeah, the Hulk Hogan. I forgot about that. Him and Ed are close friends.
Yeah,
Something.
Hulk Hogan.
Well, like I said, what's the difference between what Ed believes and what you believe about Carmen? Technically nothing, except the difference is me and Michelle don't drive other people nuts about it as much.
That's not true. You're
That's
driving
not
me bonkers.
I know another guy who worships Hulk Hogan.
Oh, yeah, his name is Andrew Tate. I've heard of this black fella.
Yeah,
What do you think of Andrew Tate, Michelle?
I don't know who he is.
Oh, you ought to look him up. He's got some real good ideas out there because his belief.
Well, I don't know.
Santa Claus came on one night and Ed thought he was talking to the real Santa Claus. Well,
Oh, wow.
Red, I'm not giving you Ed's number. I don't think he would appreciate if I just put his number up in the chat groups and
no,
things.
and I don't want Ed shouldn't be like annoyed. If you're going to talk to him nicely, that's fine. Like if he answered the phone, I would just ask him how he is.
Yeah.
He wanted me to give the number to Stan CT, but Stan CT doesn't want to really talk to Ed either.
Well, I mean,
give me the number. Give me the number. I want to talk to him. I haven't, got the new number. Yeah.
All right, I'll give you the number later on. I just got to copy it down from my phone. I have it.
I'll try calling him at various hours of the day and see when I can
good
get
luck
a hold
with
of him.
that. He doesn't answer. Yeah, I sent him.
You tried texting him though?
Yeah, I texted him and he answered me about 4 days later.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of how it was on the other one. Did he say if he still had the pet rat?
No, he didn't say he had a pet rat.
He don't have a pet rat. He hasn't had one since he lived here.
No, he had one down there. He talked about it on the phone. It's on a video on my channel. This was like maybe about a month or so ago, 2 months ago.
Ed said, just full stop, saw your message, think you Pim fine. And I worked it out. He said, just saw your message, thank you, I'm fine.
Thank you, Pim fine. He is really buggered up there.
I really do wish I could seriously get his head out of his ass and decide to just finally find a settle down. He's so worried about money, make sure he has money for Miss Budweiser all the time.
You know how you feel like that, Ed? I feel like that about you, Michelle. That's exactly how I feel about you. I do wish she'd get out of that apartment and get herself on the bottom floor, and that's exactly how I feel.
I am getting out. Michelle does go out more now.
I mean out.
Right now than she did all winter. Okay, Brian B, she's coming on. Event 1. Good evening.
Yay!
How you doing?
He's muted.
He's got to get his microphone unmuted, though. There he goes. How you doing?
Yep. Hi.
Go ahead, Brian BC. For some reason, he's having trouble with his microphone still. Well, I heard some microphone noises, so it's obviously working, at least. Yeah.
Yeah, two Bry. Oh, Bry and Bry.
We saw a radio show together.
So, Brian, is your microphone working now?
You're muted. You did unmute for a bit, but then it muted again. I don't know why. So, Michelle's going to the Big Pie next weekend.
Yeah.
The Big Pie.
What's the Big Pie?
The Big Apple.
Oh.
She likes to call it the Big Pie. So, and
well,
by the way, I asked
Warrior that says the Big Pie in the sky. That's
Michelle,
really.
I asked Noodles, and he said you are not allowed to bring the toaster oven.
Were you really gonna bring it?
Yes,
What
Brian.
the fuck, Michelle? For real? You were gonna pack a toaster oven? Come on, Michelle. This comment is driving in bonkers, like a kitty. I'm telling you.
Well, everybody was at the point was worried about the cost, and so yes, I was being partially serious.
Cost you, though? Don't need to lug a whole fucking toaster oven.
Well, the toaster oven.
No fucking way are you bringing that toaster oven.
Toaster oven is physically not that big.
I mean, but it might be a fire hazard for the hotel.
You're not bringing your toaster oven.
Not really. If it's a hotel that has fairly modern wire, no, it wouldn't be
a water bottle.
So Brian PC isn't listening in the group. He says, a bit of a weird one. It does this sometimes. Okay, well, we'll keep the hailing frequencies open. Make sure you got the permissions right.
You just, to us, it looks like
Make sure you got the right device selected for your microphone port.
Make sure you've clicked the little microphone button.
All right. He knows how to do that. I think he's...
Yeah, he's a whiz with computers.
Unfortunately, I can't unmute his microphone for him, so he has to do that.
Right.
I think he knows where the button is. I think he would anyway. Let me get that on the screen so you can see it.
Yeah, Mojo, I like a microwave in the hotel room. Preferably a fridge and a microwave, and I'm happy. Bathtub as well, actually. A lot of them just have showers now. But
okay, so now we can see the chat and the stuff. And you can see that Brian PC's microphone is muted on my side. I can't unmute his microphone, unfortunately. I don't have the ability to do that.
He could go and come back and see if it works, maybe.
Yeah, he could do that. He also could, you could do that, Brian PC. Since you already just entered the link, theoretically, at this point, you could come back in, and you should automatically come back.
Did you accidentally block him, Michelle?
What? No.
He says that you... Oh, okay.
It's not blocked at all.
Oh, it says it's blocked on his end.
It says, what happens, it says that my mic is blocked, but not on my end. Well, let's see. Can I unblock your microphone somehow? Let's see. Don't see a block command. I don't see a force mute option. I don't see that.
It happens sometimes, he said. How about if you go and come back again, Brian? Michelle, where are you going when you go to New York anyway?
I'm not sure. He didn't really say. Noodles didn't really say where we were going to go. I think
well, don't say what hotel, but like whereabouts.
He knows that. I don't know what hotel it is. Apparently,
you actually know anything about this trip?
It's in New York City.
Noodles knows New York City. He knows where the economy places are. Prime PC is using companion mode. Companion mode?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know how that works either. He just left companion.
He's not using companion mode now, it says.
Right, but he also left the group right now, too. He'll have to come back up. I got to keep an eye out and see if it comes up.
Right, Brian, you have to go into the browser settings and click allow on the side.
Oh, yes, you do got to do that. Yep, you got to allow the use of microphone and your camera. So on your browser, it's going to be on a little window that pops up. It's going to ask for permission to allow the use of your microphone and camera.
A lesbian bar.
Yeah, what do you think of that, Michelle? A lesbian bar.
It must be a gay bar, wouldn't it?
I don't know. Maybe they have. Do they have those specific things?
Well, the Noodles couldn't go in, could he?
Well, it's Leather Queen.
Yeah.
But then he still doesn't want a woman, does he? Leather King wants a man.
Oh.
I thought Leather King was gay.
I thought it was special. It was a queen, Leather Queen.
I don't think he's gay.
Oh. Yeah, but even queens want men. Men and queens. Yeah. No, you need a gay bar. Has to be both. Plus, Michelle's not fussy. Prefer a woman, but...
Michelle, you think you can maybe make a tutorial on how to pick up, chicks and whatnot like that for Slingshot Warrior?
Yes, I don't think so, because first of all, his attitude has to change a bit.
Yeah, but maybe you can show him the attitude you need, to get that snail slime.
It's like the Asperger's leading the Asperger's. It's going to be hard to do that.
Noodles is single now. What a game.
Yeah, Chris.
Time this week.
Wow.
When I'm trying to speak with someone and then no other time. Yeah. That's okay. All I know is that I'm going.
Well, Dabs has said he'll buy a roast chicken, a rotisserie chicken
Oh, there
for
you go.
you, and one for Noodles, and one for Slingshot Warrior. If he
Yeah,
I believe
goes.
he said something about a sandwich too, didn't he?
And
That's a
some
good
sandwich.
advice
That should
piece
be
of Brian
plenty of
PC
food.
is why don't you try another browser?
Oh yeah, has he tried taking his computer apart and completely rebuilding it?
Well,
Come on,
I know
Brian.
that
That's not
I know works with me with Firefox, but then again, I made sure to answer the question about yes, always allow when I started up the Google Meets on it, so it always has permission. When it ever does come up, I just go ahead and say yes, always allow, and it works. Same
I
thing
don't
with
know what
Chrome.
that means. What does cucking mean?
Michelle, I have a question for you. Do you think
So
you
tell
can?
me what cucking means.
I
Do you
don't
think
know.
you can eat the whole chicken like a cartoon when you put it in your mouth? You pull out the skeleton.
No, I am not shoe nice. No, I can't.
Like sweet corn. It'd be
Yeah,
better with
yeah.
sweet corn. But yeah, Michelle, like you get you this whole rotisserie chicken and a sub. You're settled then for the rest of the night because you can like graze on that chicken.
She's gonna destroy that chicken.
Yeah.
She's gonna completely dive in
Yeah.
head first, and it's gonna be gone in like 20 minutes.
Right. Maybe get a loaf of bread to go with that as well.
Help sop up some of the grease.
Help fill you up.
Mate, I have 4 computers in front of me. LMAO here.
Laughing my ass off here.
Be right back, he says.
Holding is when you like your girlfriend to have sex with other men. Oh, thank you, Bianca.
It's funny that you're the one explaining it this season.
I had no idea what that meant.
You know what you could do if you could. Well, you said let's get the microphone working. What were you suggesting? Could you put them on Discord?
Learned so many new words on YouTube.
And so many new words. And you, where?
Fap. I learned the word fap. Fapping.
Fap means it's like self-stimulation kind of thing.
Self-stimulation, yeah, that's what we're doing. You see what I mean? She's gooning. She's gooning like crazy. Stealth simulation. Huh? I'm in the simulation.
Well, in the NASQ community, it's called self-stimming. It's not quite the same, but
Oh, you're stimulating yourself, all right.
no, I'm not doing that right now.
Thank God. At least you have some self-control.
Oh yeah, I got self-control in that area. But you always find me funneling or playing with little things around here on the desk. I've always got little fidget toys around here.
Where are the noodles I sent you for when Noodles stresses you out? The stress noodles.
They're up
and where's
here.
that pocket pussy I sent you?
They're up here. Already up here. They're up here somewhere. They're shells kind of, but I forgot where I put them.
They're for stress. They're stress noodles. See, you send a shit. I don't know where it goes.
Well, I mean, I gotta figure.
What did you do with the pocket pussy?
Oh, that. Where did I put that? I have no idea where that went either.
Hey, it's gone.
Oh, no, I just love how it's like not missing a beat, you know?
You don't know where the pocket pussy is?
Yeah, it's. I know what it is, but for some people who
He
don't
glued it
know,
to her Tommy
it's like a
Miranda
little.
doll.
It's like a little trinket. It's like a little.
It's a little round kitten cat.
It's a cute
that she's
little
supposed to carry
round
with
picture of
her
a
all
kitty
the
cat.
time.
Yes.
But anytime she gets stressed, she can just pick up her pocket pussy
and
fill
meditate on it.
Oh, I thought. Okay, I thought you were
it.
talking about.
I also happen
but
to.
it is called a pocket pussy.
I also happen to have a. Well, I guess you can call him a bread box pussy. It's called Rusty.
Oh, Michelle, that's immoral. That's bestiality. You shouldn't talk about that kind of stuff on YouTube.
What I mean is, I can spend time petting my cat.
Michelle, people would like to see your pocket pussy. Can you show everybody?
I don't know where it went. I have no idea.
Oh, Michelle, where is everything?
Sounds like she wore that thing out.
Everything is all over the place. Let's see.
Honestly, the amount of shit I've sent her, you never see it again.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
I did find.
I don't know where it goes.
I
sent her false teeth.
I did find the noodles.
Where's this
though.
False teeth.
sent her
If you
new
lost
false
false teeth.
new false teeth? Really nice ones, Brian.
I did find the noodles though.
White.
Here.
How do you lose
Perfect.
false teeth?
Well, she's got to make. All she's got to do is like mold them into her mouth. I don't know if she's lost them. Where's them false teeth I sent you to make?
The what?
The teeth I sent you.
Toast. Oh wait, what's this one? It's a letter. Oh wait a minute.
I haven't seen them since she opened them. She opened them on Christmas, but I don't know where
Dumped
they are.
them right in the trash.
No, they all go to. I bought her leggings. Not like leggings.
Oh, I know where it
She's
might
never
be. It might be in the drawer. Anyway, let me just show you the noodles you're talking about, just so you know these guys are
Okay.
from. These are the noodles. There's 5 of these noodles in the box. Okay. The only one that's gonna look invisible is the green one, because the green one you can't see because it's right here. You see the blue because the green. My background is green, so you won't be able to see that. You have 5 of these stretchy, twisty thingies like this. So you have, if you want to play your Zoidberg character.
Your Zoidberg character.
Yeah.
What?
Look at her, what she does.
I can't even see your screen though.
Hi,
Michelle, can you go big? Can you get rid of us and you go big? Because Brian can't see you.
Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta switch you guys up. Hold on a minute. All right, so there we go. I'm gonna bring it up for you.
Oh my god, what the fuck is this? This is like Cthulhu or something.
So you got 5 colors. You got 5 colors here. Unfortunately, the green one you're not gonna be able to see on the screen. But
but you can pull them and twist them. They're for
right. You got a
fidgeting.
pink one, a yellow one,
And I got her
blue
those for when Noodles is
an
pissing her
orange
off. She
one,
can be
and a green one.
pulling them
It
and
looks invisible.
twisting them. And they're called noodles.
Just divided my face in half. Ah! Okay, so now the other one, I think it's in the drawer. It could be. You put it in the drawer, I think. I remember that. You put it in the drawer. Yeah. Because you didn't want to get lost. So it's probably in your drawer on the top. So the thing she's talking about is like I think it's in the envelope still. I think so. Let's see. It's not what all my tarot cards are. Let's see. You got a lot of loose papers in here. I do.
I got a
It's like
question.
you lose everything.
Michelle, did you ever clean up that massive mountain of clothes that you had just stuffed in the corner?
The what? Oh yeah.
Those clothes that you had left there from
No.
when Ed.
She hasn't picked them up.
Oh, come on, Michelle.
You mean the cardboard boxes on the porch?
No,
No, the mountain of clothes you've got in your bedroom on the floor.
Oh yeah.
I thought this was out in the living room or something.
It's been there since Ed's, so
Okay.
why would they be gone now?
Well, let's see. I know it's in the envelope. There it is. There it is. I was right. So what's
Here's the pocket pussy.
this
Okay,
is
let's
the
see this.
symbol here.
Yeah.
Let me switch this camera over to the other camera so you can see it better. Can't really see it with this camera, so let me switch over to this one. So this is what it looks like. It's in a little package. I never even took it out of the package yet. But it's this is it. It just opens up like that.
Sent her a bong, Brian. She's never used that.
Oh,
Okay.
Michelle, you shouldn't waste a bong.
There it is. Got a little kitty on it.
And you just like rub this.
Well, it's like if you got anxiety,
Does it
like, it's a
vibrate,
reminder
though, or-
of me, maybe because
It's
it's
a
a kitty.
cute little
or
kitty cat. It's like a kitten kind of thing.
it's like for you to
Okay. You just
remind
wash
yourself
it when
that
you're done.
don't
Then,
panic,
right?
don't
You
panic.
get-
You know.
I can't make it any bigger than
Oh.
this without being out of focus. That you can see it's a little kitty cat. See?
Okay, there we go. I can see that there.
Yeah. And it's
And you're supposed to keep it in your pocket or your purse so that
it's called
you go, you
Pocket
can-
Kitty. That's what they actually call it.
a
And
pocket kitty.
Pocket Kitty, and it has a little note with it, which
What does it say on the note?
It says here is a perfect kitty from me to you to show you how much I care. Keep it with in your purse or in your pocket. Kitty will be by your side wherever you go. And need a pick me up. That's what it says right there.
Yep, the pocket. You'll see.
Yep. So I did have it. I just, like I said, I knew what was in the drawer. I remember why I put it in drawer too, which was simple. Because if I had put it on the shelf like I had the noodles, it probably would have fallen behind my desk and I never would see it. So that's why I put it in the drawer. Because I'm gonna keep all my tarot cards too. So
Very good, Michelle. Very good.
Chris says Bianca would be happy in New York City more than Noodles would be in Portland. Noodles would be miserable in Portland, and that would kill the relationship.
What's wrong with Portland?
Isn't that place like full of Teds and needles? Is what I've been told.
Is it? I've never heard of it.
Yeah, but you know what, New York
Like a homeless encampment.
New York.
Look, I'm sure everywhere's got shitty areas. I bet there's some beautiful areas.
But New York's got its own problems too, Brian. It's not.
Yeah, look out
No,
Michelle's
but not
window.
like Portland though. I've heard
Michelle's
Portland's
window. If you
well
look
known for that.
outside, it's beautiful out there. She's got like a mountain behind it.
Oh, I know. It's like
And
something
she lives
from a
in
postcard.
Connecticut.
Yeah, why don't you ever go for a
Winston.
nature walk?
Yeah.
She hasn't got the money to buy herself a treat to get out of the house to do the walk.
Well, go get like a stone that you like or something from nature.
Portland was actually named because there was a port there. There's a seaport.
Actually, she did say that if she got donated like $5 minimum, I think she would go out to the shop and get a treat and do a video. But she needs like $5 to go there and do it.
Wow, $5 to go to the woods.
I don't know about the woods. Would you go to the woods, Michelle?
It would be kind of hard to get in the woods with my walker because the terrain is not exactly going to be smooth unless I got someone helping.
You
What
get an
about the
off-road
edge of the
walker.
woods? The edge of the wood.
The edge I've been to, but I've tried to walk on grass. It's hard.
Okay, so we can't do grass, can't do wood. The park has a footpath, though, doesn't it?
Oh, I can do grass. I mean, I can do asphalt. I can do concrete. I've certainly walked on
Does
those.
the local park with the bandstand in it, does that have concrete path?
It does have concrete walkways, except where the table is, that is surrounded by grass.
But you haven't got to walk far to get to the table.
So
From
I gotta
the
walk. You gotta
path.
walk over the grass to get to the table. Yes.
How far have you got to walk from the path?
Not long.
to the table?
It's probably
Miles.
maybe about 3 meters.
Well, I think you can do that. And you could make yourself that cup you got, that silver moon cup. You
So
could make
right
a
now,
nice.
Brian PC said that he can't figure what's going on, but he said that he would like to try it, maybe have meet up another time.
Oh, Brian, I was looking forward to hearing your voice.
Yeah, but if his computer's not cooperating,
Yeah, Michelle, you could put like a
you know
hot cup
what,
of
Brian?
tea.
Can you get on the Discord? I mentioned that because that's another way I can get you on, is I can connect you through your Discord. Why don't you do that?
Is Brian in the Discord?
Yeah, I can DM him directly on this Discord.
Oh, Brian, all is not lost.
I might use up some data, but I can get you on and a call on the Discord right now. So let's try doing that.
Brian, Discord.
Just go to your Discord, Brian. I'm just calling you now. Okay, there you go. How you doing? How's it going, Brian?
Yeah, somebody else mentioned that, Dabs. Apparently, you're not using your
Oh,
walker
yeah, your
right.
microphone muted
Michelle.
again. You gotta unmute your microphone, Brian PC. Does he have his microphone set up? Oh, jeez. Are you using the web app or are you using the extra PC app? Because he's got the same problem on the Discord.
Oh.
Hello?
I don't know what that means. That means it's his mic, obviously, doesn't it?
I don't know what to do. I can't get him on any other way. I don't know what's going on.
Brian PC, please add a new mic to your wish list.
Oh, that's a good idea. But also make sure to go to the gear and set your audio and video devices to select your microphone. If you're using the app, just go to the gear in the bottom of the screen and you'll see where it says the gear right next to your name, right next to the microphone and the headphone icon, and then there's the gear.
It's pretty late now, isn't it, in South Africa?
Yeah, it's getting late for him now, yeah. That's
Brian, I know. Oh, he's gone. Brian's gone. I was going to ask him something. Come back, Brian, because I want to ask you something about South Africa.
All right, so just type with us, Brian. That'll be easier. Let me just get out of the Discord so I don't use up all my data, Discord is like a fire hose. All right, so basically, Brian, just typing with us because obviously that works. What did you think about some of the stuff that we did last night and did today, and what we discussed tonight? How did you feel about what's going on?
With
I heard
what,
you
Michelle?
just fine. I know that, but apparently you're
be a bit more specific for Brian, because saying how do you feel about what's going on is not. I mean, it could be anything.
We covered so many things tonight. I wanted to be.
Yes, but Brian wasn't here maybe for all of that, so you need to perhaps ask him more specifically what.
Okay.
You want to know.
Well, what does he first of all think about faith systems?
What do you think about Carmen Miranda?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Brian PC. What do you think about Carmen Miranda being in Michele's life and that? Yeah, basically that. I mean, the general view with most people are we're okay with Lumi, but Carmen's a bit too much.
Yeah, well, we modified a roller to a roll. So that was something we changed because the original legs on it were actually getting sandblasted down by the town of, on the sidewalks. That's why we replaced them with wheels and all four wheels. Me and another person in the soup kitchen did the same thing. Because we need our walkers for getting around town, and it's not like we can just simply hobble one chunk at a time.
So
he has no say in it.
You adapted that walker, and now it's not doing what it was designed to do.
Okay, well, so he said that he doesn't. I like happy people like myself, he says, and I try to be happy.
Well, you haven't been happy recently.
Well, the news has been very depressing. I'll be honest. Have you been reading the news?
Oh, you know what? I get
disaster after disaster after disaster.
Right, which is why I choose to not read the bloody news.
That's why I'm kind of giving up on it too.
Kind of skim over it.
I just skim over it too.
Yeah, I mean. Well, there's nothing you can do about it. There's no point in getting upset about it.
So what did you think, Brian PC, of last night's show with the music and what we were doing even when we were still on YouTube side of it? How did you feel last night's show was after the gameplay? It was really late for him, though. It was like 3 a.m. by the time we were done. So I wonder. He enjoyed himself. At least he said so. Brian PC said, "You are happy, Michelle. You are not the news, so to speak. Last night, you were playing fun music and having a nice evening." Yes, I was. But Gemini Gem said she did not enjoy it, though. No, you can't make everybody happy. It's just what we just discussed today.
Again, if you enjoyed it and you had a fun night,
right,
then fine. Jem was not saying anything bad. She was just saying...
No, she didn't say anything there. She said she was there, but she didn't enjoy it.
No, she wasn't saying anything bad to you. She wasn't saying, I'll shut you out. She was just saying it wasn't her cup of tea.
Yeah.
I might go over there, Dabs. Yes, I may.
Now, and I would definitely say it was a good night. I had a good time.
Okay, well, that's great.
It was because...
Like the same with the game playing, Michelle. If you enjoy doing it, then...
I was having a good time playing the game, but by the time it was done, I was kind of getting ready to kind of wrap it up. I was just like, we had achieved a lot in the game. We finally got into the high elf zone in the game that I was hoping to get back to, and to turn in some of the quests, and I started doing that. And that was a wonderful thing. But then I discovered when I was playing that there was that the game implementation had a problem when the map wasn't all there, wasn't complete.
Dabs, why don't you just post Sleazy's link? Michelle's going to wrap it up now anyway, I should think.
Yeah, we're going to be wrapping up soon. But, 10 o'clock? Yeah, probably about 10:30. I don't think we're going to be on much longer than that, because Brian PC, I'm sure, and other people are going to want to go, get ready for the morning. You forgot that you don't have a morning show tomorrow. Thank goodness. I actually get a chance to
I'm
sleep
going to
into
go,
it.
so I'll talk to you a bit later. All right, bye-bye.
All right, talk to you later, Tiger. Yeah, it was a good night and everything. I absolutely had a good time, and there was so much that we were covering last night, but there were fun things. So we're talking about the history of music and things like that. It was wonderful. I wanted to see what Sleazy is, but no worries. Mojo, I can find you a link to Sleazy's show if you really want to see it. I will look up, see if Sleazy Martin, if he has his Twitch or Kick link. Let's see if I can find it for you. Dabs usually posts it. I mean, if I post you an older one, I don't have a new one. I have a link for coffee with the hooligans link. That's not it though. This is a Trump Live at Texas NRA event. That's not Sleazy. I know that. I don't see a link for Sleazy. Oh yes, I do. Here we go. This is a movie night. Yeah, I got one link for you, Mojo. Let me copy this link here for anyone who wants to go to this link. So this is a Sleazy Martin movie. I don't know if he keeps them around, but here is from the Discord. Here is a link to Sleazy Movie Night. Okay, so if you want to check it out. I don't know how well it works. The site is on rumble.com. So it certainly is an option. Yeah. But you know what? Speaking of interesting problems, by the way, I noticed there's a glitch with this system. You know what it is? What? What do you got 2 panels open? What? Okay, never mind. I got it fixed. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh no, it wouldn't fix Brian PC's problem because he was having problems with Discord too. Oh, okay. Don't ask. It's confusing. All right. That's the point. Is that if you want to check it out on the Rumble link, that's where it is. And call for everybody. Yeah, we're done with the panel for now. Yeah. So I thought it was really, really interesting that the music show was so popular, and do you think, Brian PC, do you think that one of the reasons why I have been, besides the news, do you think there may be other reasons I may have been depressed? Well, I mean, I think, yeah, can I speak? Sure. I think, yes. I think there has been other things going on in your mind right now. But fortunately enough, some of them have worked out in the end, like the rent and the food stamps and things like that. That has worked out for the time being. And, okay, he posted the links. Dabs just posted a link to tonight's Rumble show. If you want to go on Sleazy's channel on rumble.com. The Mojo wants to know if Sleazy has a YouTube channel. Does Sleazy have a YouTube channel? I think he said he did. I don't have the time to watch all the shows you do. I understand that. And I know that you also are busy with your work. You don't have time to sit there and spend 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours on these shows. He's on Kick too. Could you give him Mojo? I mean, Dabs, can you send Mojo the Kick link? Because she's on Kick. Because she's on our panel. If you have a link to his Kick stream so she can watch the Kick, because that might be possible. Yeah. Well, you know what's nice though, Brian PC, with the shows I do, is that you can always watch them when you got time and your leisure. You can always come back and watch them after they're done being live. Because the shows like this show are going to be on YouTube and Kick for a while. And YouTube is indefinitely, and then with Kick, it's for like 14, 15 days, and then they recycle. But, so yeah, you can always come back over here and watch the replays. Speaking of that, you got 13 watchers right now. Yes. So you're doing pretty good there. Mm-hmm. And we have our audience, and we have our green dollar sign, and we're bringing... Oh, the revenue is starting to pick up now in a positive way. We'll just briefly cover that. Yeah, we're getting more advertising revenue in the replays, which is what we really want to see. Right now, we have 150 views. The average viewer retention is 16 minutes, 14 seconds. I mentioned this earlier this morning. I'll just explain. With YouTube, if you really want to grow, the first thing you need to do is not just have views, which is nice, and it is important, but it's the viewer retention that's going to make a difference. Because if you only got a viewer that comes in for 2 minutes and leaves, it's not going to give you the same kind of quality standing with YouTube. It's called viewer engagement. Okay. Let's see. Brian PC says UK mornings. Brian PC says I like to stay up late some weekends to catch up on the lives like your channel. On your channel, absolutely appreciate that. And I understand that sometimes you can't do that every time to catch them live. I mean, last night was just a fun night. I kick playing music, absolutely. And just like tomorrow, we'll be playing music again. Yep, got some new records to play. We got the Doors, and we got the Eagles. An hour of fun music. Well, with the case of the Silver Moon Radio, that's 3 hours of music. 3 hours of records. And last night was definitely uniquely was a spur of the moment thing. The Rumble chat is the best though. This has been a good show. It has. It is a good show because we've covered so many different topics. So let me just share a few things with the audience that maybe some of you may be curious about. So, let's go through some of the statistics. Last night, this is the YouTube side of it. The Let's Play Turtle Wow Tonight had a total viewership of approximately 117 people. And that's a game stream. This is the YouTube side. 117 people. And the morning show from this morning had 179 people. 179 this morning. Likewise, yesterday morning, which was a little later in the day, had 130 views. The World of Warcraft game playing from Thursday had 93 views. The morning show from Thursday had 166 views. So we are growing in a reasonable speed. We are growing. And that's the truth. What about the show from this afternoon? The video. The video, even though it was vertical, only had 36 views from this morning. But the videos rarely ever. The last one, the potato mash, which was a short, had 641 views. Just a quickie had 128 views. No Movie Tonight, this is some time ago, had 265 views. And the other major one is Need Food. Check this out. We're talking about the Flux Card program. Shorts, since everybody wants to know, we do have shorts that was created by Brian PC and a few others. They didn't get a huge number of views. They had These Prices Are Nuts had 426 views. Old Frozen Ravioli Dinner had 521 views. So the shorts seem to be having a bit of identity crisis because of the fact that some people saying that some shorts get thousands of views. I'm not getting thousands of views. Yeah, well, how am I going to get those to squeeze those into a 1 minute short? Does it really matter? The shorts, you did a video that was in portrait mode and you didn't even get that many views from today. No. Oh, but your tarot reading. Oh, let's talk about that. Remember the tarot reading you did? Yes. Let's go back and take a look at the views on that. How did that do? Tarot reading is, some may not be happy with these tarot readings. That was in landscape. That was 100 views. Had 72% approval rating. And so yeah, it's confusing because YouTube's all over the place. YouTube can't seem to make up their mind what they want to do. Where they stand. Well, right now we're at 1,865 subs right now. Yes. So, the first thing I'd like to recommend is continue to please share the videos with everybody, your friends, your family, co-workers, whatever, because it helps to grow the channel. And that doesn't cost any money. Michelle, look at the shots I posted in Vets and Animal section. If you did some Rusty, I'm sure they would do work. They do. I did do some Rusty ones, but Rusty doesn't do a lot. He's not very humorous. I did do some Rusty shorts. Yeah, you did. I think. Let's see. When was the last time you did a Rusty video? Was a short. Pets and Animals. Not recently. No. Say hello to Rusty. Had 203 views. That was dated on September 14th. You would think with a pet short like that. Oh, I had another one, I think. Thank God for fans. Talking about the things that cool the house with. That has 605 views. It's going to be hot today. It's 66 views. So, it seems like my channel, for some reason, is not a short magnet. I don't know why, but it really doesn't work. Me shorts don't work. What are you trying to do? My stupid cord is cut on my head. Now I got it. This Chinese cord I replaced on my headphones. This thing is amazing, because this wire, despite the cat constantly getting rolled over with the chair, it still hasn't developed an electrical short in it yet, or broken connections yet. It's amazing. Well, with Rich Rusty shorts over and over. Well, there already exists one from September. Also, don't let this thing disappoint you when it says, sorry that we closed the gates to public Discord. We already kept that one there because we constantly are closing the portals over and over again. If you want to join, if you want to be on, join our Discord. That's the link right there, coming up on the screen. There is an open link right now. So if you want to be part of the Discord, we just ask nicely that here's the link to the Discord. Please only share with people you know and trust. That's only because of the problems we've had in the past. I say that. If you title like it's going to be hot and danced around. Yeah, but then is it the cat or is it me? That's the subject. How do you remotely start a short on a tripod? Well, the 8-pack microphone has the stop button. Catfishing. Oh yeah, I could do that too. Absolutely, I've done that many times with Rusty off camera. I did do some with him on camera, but someone has to hold the phone because with Rusty I need to be able to. But you're right, I've done that with the fishing toy. I made a quick short, yeah. Well, the point is that we're going to try to do something. But for some reason, for me, most of my shorts are not going viral. They're not bringing in, like Noodle said, hundreds of thousands of views. They're not bringing in that many. Yeah, we could try the peppermint tea tomorrow. But I did try the Yorkshire tea already. Why don't we try the peppermint tea tomorrow? Yeah. Do you sit? No, I don't eat the rinds. I don't like watermelon rinds. I don't like the pits either. Not that I haven't exactly swallowed a few pits in my life. Yeah, but I don't want to drop my phone. That's one of the reasons why I tend to just use holding my phone with dear life in both hands. I'm always afraid my phone's gonna go smash, and I'm always holding onto it like dear life, like I'm ready to squeeze the guts out of it, which is absolutely true. Michelle does squeeze like that. Yes, they do. Unintentionally, a couple times I've eaten watermelon pits. Yeah. She don't chew them, she swallows them down whole. Unless he is kind of a star. People already adore him. He's a major part of the show, just like Fame was before him. Yeah. People actually do love having Rusty around. And that's the truth. Yeah, I did a video of me eating orange. I showed how I basically totally consume it. And they have an orange pit. I mean, with skin and all. Yeah. I was surprised that didn't go viral. No, I didn't. Michelle wasn't trying to do that up to him, not up for views. She just was eating an orange and just showing it on camera. And she's totally devouring the thing. Yeah, it's just what I do. Yeah. Well, I want to say, first of all, that please put some likes in, guys. We only have 7 likes here. So, more than likely, YouTube is not going to promote this video that much. Because I like the taste. You know, she likes the texture. I like the texture and the taste. Food, let me skip it. Eating the orange. That's right. It's used for orange zest. Absolutely. I slowed down that. Can we call you Yoshi? Who's Yoshi? I don't know who Yoshi is. Either way, one of the other things is that, I swear to God, you forgot. I forgot. I was gonna say something and I forgot what it was. I'll think about it in a minute. Oh, speaking of a thing called Yoshi, my Yoshi blade knife is still with me. I bought when I first moved in here in 2004. At the time, I used a serrated knife to cut the orange, but I could have used my Yoshi blade. You could have. Why doesn't Yoshi Spirit start being another headmate? First of all, I don't think that would resonate very well with any of us. We have enough going on upstairs right now to worry about. We don't need to worry about dragging in a 4th person. Let's explain how the brain, Michelle's brain, is compartmentalized, just so you understand it. A normal human brain has 2 hemispheres, a left and a right. I have a left and a right. Michelle has a left and a right. there is no more hemispheres for us to be in. What are these links? Please check the Silver Moon Radio. Dabs is posting links for Sleazy Show. So those are links from Dabs for Sleazy Martin. We got enough to worry about. Yeah, we have enough to deal with right now. Yes, the brain is split between two souls. So it's like I got a north and or left to right. Michelle's got a left and right. It's the way the brain is divided. What? Yeah, I know the secret weapon against AI too. Give it a bunch of words that doesn't seem to associate with anything, watch AI explode. I'm not kidding you. I put in Rama Lama Ding Dong and it couldn't figure out what to do with Rama Lama Ding Dong. It couldn't figure out what to do with it. It had no idea what Rama Lama Ding Dong means. Do you? No, it's just something that people sometimes say. It would be almost like etc. Rama Lama Ding Dong, Rama Lama Ding Dong. Can you confess AI is so badly? I'm not James T. Kirk. I'm not that good at destroying computers. It will self-harm, Red. I really seriously... Let's try something with the computer right now. I'm curious. So, can we do something with the computer right now? What would you like to do? So, can we go onto Night Cafe and just put in something just for the hell of it? Just for the hell of it. Diet Coke. Okay, sure what? Let's go to Night Cafe for a minute. No, just put in Night Cafe. I'll figure out how to fill it. Okay. Now what you want to do is I want to see how smart is this software program. You want to know, I was thinking about this earlier and I suggested it to you, remember? Oh, yeah. What Lumi wants to do is, what's algorithm? Let's see, where's Night Cafe? There it is, Night Cafe Creator. What I want to know is, if the software is so smart, what would it say if I enter in, I only have 91 credits though. Got 2 notifications, there's my free credits, ding, free credits given, and I got 2 contests I don't want to do this right now. So here, what you want to do? Well, you did the Burger Mine, you did the Taurus Mine. Have you ever done the Asperger's Woman's Mine? Asperger Woman Mine. Alright, just stick with the default one first and see what it pulls up, and then I'm just curious to see what this thing pulls up. There we go. What in the hell is that? She's got thorns and jewelry and things sticking out of her head. That's Asperger Woman's Mind. Isn't your mind always busy, like a million things going on at once? Yeah, thought maybe that's what the computer figured out what Asperger's Woman's Mind is like. Alright, let's see with Let's try it with realistic enemy and see what that pulls up. Not much there. No, not much from the enemy part of it. No. What about, let's pull up in photo. What about CGI character? Okay, I haven't tried that one yet. CGI character. Not much. Not much. That didn't really pull up anything really amazing. What about photo? Point voyage, photo. Right here. So this might be a little more literal. Let's see what it does. The computer is digging out. Yeah, it doesn't show much. Let's try Epic. Epic. Let's go to Epic and Epic. Or we can go to Portrait, Artistic Portrait. Yeah, let's see what Artistic Portrait does. Alright. Let's talk about these pictures. I want to talk about this one. This one here is interesting. Okay? You see this woman, and you saw the other woman where she clearly has a lot going on. So let's go back and look at the first one I did. This one. Look at all the stuff that's going on in her head. She's got things sticking out of her head. She's got flowers. She's got sharp, pointy objects. I think they're trying to say in its own way that women with Asperger's are scattered all over the place and they can't make up their mind what they want to do. So I think that's kind of true. There's a rejected Overwatch character. Now that's a gay Disney movie. Yeah, that's for sure you, Michelle. Pretty much. Michelle's got, it's kind of like a juggler, always juggling between different things. You know, and, yeah. But sometimes with all that juggling, sometimes nothing really gets done either. I have to be honest when I say that. I understand. I agree with you on that. I thought I was really telling in a manic part of you. Yeah. I like this one the best of all because the fact is everything that's sprouting out of her head. It's look at her eyes. Where you can see the eyes. It looks almost like her eyes are kind of distant, like she's looking at something within herself. The Realms of Maria. You know, I don't know exactly where they get the models to use. Well, I didn't look up elf ears. I just looked up woman, but I can add that. Let me add that. Okay, so let me go to that screen prompt so I can get back to it. Yeah. There we go. Elf woman's mind. Elf woman's Asperger elf woman. Is this thing grammatically accurate? I don't know, Lem, if it's necessarily grammatically accurate. I don't think it uses grammar. I think it just uses words. Okay, we got ears there. That was portrait. See the same thing? Again, now you got the ears. Again, still mixed bag of everything else. Let's go back to the night cafe mode, to be honest, and see how it compares. Okay, it's thinking extra long. There we go. She's got the ears. Oh my god. There you go. That's an elf woman Asperger's mind. Again, got the ears now. But look at all the stuff sticking out of her head. Yeah. Nania. Elf ears wear a full blown elder schools. Oblivion. There you go. Well, let's pull up what? We've only been pulling one picture up at each. Let's see what other characters it pulls up. It seems like it's really working really hard to get a picture together. Again, now she's got spikes coming out of her skull. So I had spikes coming out of her skull too. Yeah. Let's go to enemy. I want to see if there's anything. This is just interesting. Again, I got the flowers again. Again, you got this the blonde enemy look, and then you have let's see, how does it come up when you switch to photo? What does Epic do? Epic? Yeah. Epic. Then she's got a lot of stuff going on her head. Looks a little bit like a Carmen Miranda type picture. It does, in a way. It looks like some Carmen Miranda would wear. Yeah. Let's go to... What's Bon Voyage? I don't remember what Bon Voyage does. So let's see what it does. It's a cute picture, though. It is. And let's go to photo. It's not as noticeable, but you see the flowers and the stuff in the hair too. So yeah, it's just interesting. The stuff that the software can do. More like the Amber Heard that Jezebel. I see beyond the crown. Human body created Night Cafe. All faces are based off of her. I don't think she had anything to do with it, but I do think that the models she chose to train with were probably from games and maybe some images off the internet. It's a crown, yeah. She needs your pretty blue eyes. Well, if I go with Pro, I could upload my own images to the software, so we could actually have some of the real MicheleMarieDalene models to work with. And I want to do that, but that requires a Pro subscription. And some of the Pro subscriptions are not really that cheap. I would love to play War Thunder. Okay. Going to have love you Good night. See you tomorrow or night on Silver Moon. I gotta get ready to wrap it up too. But anyway, the point is that there is a few of the games I want to get that are not free on Steam that I would like to try on my Mac. But there's one question. What happens if I download the Medieval Village game and then I find out that I can't play it? Then I have to go ask a refund on it. It says it wishes when it says a journey. I know what it said. How it was the art, how was the video graphics called Bon Voyage? What does that mean? Alright. Everybody, Mojo is going to sleep. I'm sure the rest of you guys want to do the same thing. It's already 10:23. And I got some rice to eat and some raw vegetables to eat. And so I'll see you guys tomorrow for Silver Moon Radio, 7 o'clock tomorrow night until 10 p.m. tomorrow night. And I thank you all ever so much for being here. I'm sorry that tonight's show at the beginning got into some really, really crazy stuff. But just to say this one time, and I'm only going to say it once. Whatever your faith system is, and whatever you believe in is your personal belief. I will never try to convince you that your faith system is wrong. Because it's not fair for me to do that. Please keep that in mind. Oh, yeah! I'm not you. I don't have the right to tell you what I think of your faith system. Because it's not my call. It's not me that has to worry about the ramifications of your faith system. And I don't want to get into this crazy war about what church to pray to or what God to pray to. Everybody will find their own path to salvation or to their spiritual future. And I'm going to tell you right now, whatever you believe is what you believe in. And your faith is your faith. And I respectfully ask you to likewise respect my faith system. And I don't want to see any of this kind of craziness where one church is saying the other church is wrong and all that. It doesn't make any sense. If they had done this the way I'm talking about now, way back when Palestine and Israel, back 3,000 years ago, were fighting with each other, they wouldn't be fighting right now. Oh, yeah! So I say, whatever your faith system is, be happy that you believe in something until it gives you some blessings. And I want you all to have a blessed night. And I'll see you all tomorrow night on Kick for Silver Moon Radio. Until then, talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.